It is now.
Yep.
Excellent. There was a needy dog situation earlier, and I had to fiddle with my connections because he might have pulled him out.
Alright, cool. We are now live, ladies and gentlemen. Hooray!
Alright.
Still got about 15 minutes before we get started officially. So we can use this time, wait for everybody to show up. And I can use this time to get the word out to other people so I can have perhaps some people in Twitch chatting and providing other sorts of valuable feedback that way. And
Yeah, drop a link in the streams channel.
yeah.
I just want to comment that whoever's playing the halfling has the most halfling name ever.
I think that Skoys was playing that. Yes.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's very halfling and I totally approve.
Which one,
Alright.
there it is? I think that one was
Which one?
the Otis character. Is that which one you guys are talking about?
No, Philibert Pimpernel?
Oh, oh, there it is.
Yes. Super halfling. I love it.
I literally just Google searched like halfling names and just picked 2 off a list, but it was excellent.
No, it works out
There you
great. So if you haven't already, because we're using Discord and not going through Roll20, if you want to go into your Roll20 settings and then scroll down until you see I want to broadcast to others and I want to receive from others, if you switch those to nothing, since we're not going to be using video and voices through Discord, so we won't need that. Okay. Oh, and then you'll have to hit the reconnect button so it like sticks. Why is my timer not even working? I just noticed. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Stop that. There we go. That's better.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
So, what? Teldrin, I don't see. I don't know where these settings are.
I can handle this one. Up at the top of Roll20, in the upper right-hand side in your sidebar, there's a little gear. You want to click that. And the settings that you are looking for are actually they're right toward the bottom, and it says game settings. If we go just a little bit past that, there's video and audio
Yeah.
chat options.
Yeah.
And you just want to disable those because I take it they still eat some bandwidth even if you're not broadcasting through them. Not that I know how computers work.
I don't.
I think you're not logged into the Roll20 link I gave you.
I don't know.
I'll send it to your. I sent you a private message like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, in Roll20?
No, in Discord.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I saw your Discord server and I joined that. I didn't see the. Okay, I'm joining it now.
Hey, all right. We're waiting on Nathaniel. Said he's just about to show up in a minute. As soon as he gets into the chat room here, we can probably get started.
Hey.
Hello. Yeah, you made it.
Hello.
Welcome.
Oh, sweet. This works. Sorry, guys. Brand new laptop. Taking me a bit to set everything up.
Yep. No worries. Awesome. Okay. I can get out of this intro screen. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who is not here? Cats, I think, was not in. That's fine.
Here.
You no, I'm sorry. You meant I meant not in Roll20.
Yeah, I'm in Roll20 now. I think. Yes.
Maybe.
Not that cool.
I see 5 of you, and there are 6 of you. So I'm pretty sure your Cats is the you're the only one not here. But it's all right. If you're gonna
Roll20 Broadsword.
yeah.
Do I need to hit the launch game or something?
I sent you a private message with the link to the game, the Roll20 link.
Yeah, I'm in the link now. I'm in the Roll20 Broadsword.
Yes, once you log in to Roll20, you'll need to hit launch game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like that one-shot name.
Pardon?
What are you doing, Wes?
The Cult of Hollowdawn?
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't know this involved cults.
well, maybe a little tiny cult. All right, there we go. Cats is in. Hooray! Okay, cool. Welcome everybody to our one shot of Broadsword, a game of legendary heroes and epic adventure. Believe you all can hear me okay. I can hear everyone else okay. If you weren't here when I mentioned it before, in Roll20, if you go to your settings and scroll down to disable your broadcast voice and receive, just disable both broadcast and receive, since we're doing voice through Discord, that would be great. I don't know that it actually matters, but I don't want to take a chance and have like some weird echoey thing happen at some inopportune time. meanwhile, you guys all had previously made your characters with me, which is awesome. So remind me, how many of you guys are brand spanking new to the game and never played before? Because I can't remember.
I am.
I've never played before, but I don't consider myself new to it.
Okay, that's fair. Sure, because you've seen the rules.
Well, if I'm out of backup status, I'm new. Well, I'm new anyway.
I'm going to stick with just the 5 so far. If anybody happens to drop out for any reason or has to leave early,
Absolutely fine.
cool, awesome. Okay, so this is a top-down adventure, tactical adventure board game, role-playing game, hybrid, just a whole bunch of good times is what it is. Some people refer to it as like a D&D light type game, which is, I guess, would be fair. How it works is, at the beginning of the game, you guys will all set your initiative, which, if you're not familiar, is the turn order in which everybody goes. That remains dynamic throughout the game. What that means is, after every round, after everybody has taken a turn, starting from every second round, you guys get to mix up your order and decide who goes first every round. And on your turn, you can do you can move and then take an action, or you can take an action and then move. You cannot split your move with an. I'm sorry, you cannot split your. Yeah, that's right. You cannot split your move with an action, so you can't move, action, move. And what an action is there are a number of different things that you could do. The most common is making a weapon attack if you're holding like a bow or a sword or something, casting a spell if you are a class that has any spells. There are 3 different kinds of searches you could do. You can search for treasure on your turn as an action, you can search for traps, and you can search for secret doors. There are 3 distinct things, so you can't say I'm searching. You have to actually be specific about what you're searching for. You can also, you can make some special actions, which are kind of unique in that they are mostly environmental stuff. Like if you walk into a room and there's a button on the wall that says "Don't press me," that pressing that button is probably going to be an action. Other things you can do, if you have more than one weapon that you're carrying, you can swap out that as a special action. And movement, as I mentioned before, you move and take an action. For movement, the movement in this game is up, down, left, and right. There is no diagonal movement. And you basically move with a roll of a die, which I've already set up for you guys, and there's a good time to bring up that if you don't, on the Roll20 screen under everybody's portraits, if you don't see a row of buttons, we'll have to enable that, which I should have done earlier, but I neglected because I forgot. And does
I don't see any buttons.
Okay, under your, this would be under the collection on the top left, right next to your settings. The very first thing is macros. So just click every checkbox you see and then show macro quick bar, check that as well.
Got it.
So now you should have a number of buttons under your picture. And
Fantastic.
yeah. Some of your characters have classes which modify your movement, in which case if you click on your token, you will have a token specific move button macro. That's what you'll be used. So that's for you, Nathaniel, and I believe it was Ben who had the other move modified character.
Yes, indeed.
Cool. And
I
I'm
do too.
Run this by me again. What am I supposed to do? Movement?
so because your character class, you went with something that modifies your movement, except instead of pressing the macro button on the bottom of the screen, when you click your token, on the top left of your screen, you should see a number of
gotcha.
macros. Yeah, so they're token specific macros.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's what you'll be using to move, and that will ensure that your character's selected trait is used. So
Got it. Somebody else was asking a question too.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh no, I was just saying I have the movement. I think too.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like you do. You got long strider. Yeah. So
All went with movement.
it seems to be a popular choice for some reason. I wonder why. So yeah, let's go around the room essentially, and let's introduce your characters, what race you are, what class you are. If you want to talk about any sort of character type thing you've thought up, that's cool too. Whatever you want to do. And anyone can go first. Otherwise, we'll just do this like third grade style, and I'll just go down the list.
Hey everybody, I am Nathaniel, and I am playing Euphemius Lucianus. I am a haughty prick of an elven archer.
Nice.
I've worked on Broadsword before, but this is my first time actually getting to play it, so I'm really excited.
Yay! I'm super excited to have you.
I'm Scott, and I am playing Philibert Pimpernel, a halfling warrior, because what else is a halfling going to do?
Sure. Awesome.
They can eat.
I believe Philibert went with the find food function for his character.
I did, in fact, go with
So, what do you know? That's quite serendipitous that you brought that up.
I don't know if I trust food that you found at a dungeon.
But, halflings are pretty good at that sort of thing. People tuck away a little, slice of cheese or something, and oh look, I found some cheese.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a.
like I knew a guy in college that ate sushi that he found in a
That's disgusting.
I mean, well, classroom sushi, that's probably still above gas station sushi. So, maybe it's
That's
alright.
someone who has some
Things.
serious student debt.
Yeah.
Gambling.
Hello, Gastro.
I guess while I'm talking, I'm Amber. I'm going to be playing Melody Pummelfist.
Awesome.
I'm a berserker.
Oh, let me also, for the sake of our viewing audience, since these tokens may be kind of small, we started with Euphemius. I will go ahead and show the crowd this character. A nice little elven. Oh yeah, very nice. And then we had our halfling warrior, who looks like that. And Melody is a burly female tattooed bearded dwarf, which is awesome.
Oh, is that a female?
It is now.
Yeah, don't talk shit about Melody.
Like,
Melody
I'm saying don't hate dwarves.
We shouldn't mention the beard, I suppose.
No, the beard was intentional. Yeah,
I'm into it.
that's the beard is
Unlike
the
you.
reason I want. The beard is the reason we went with that token. All right.
Melody has a solid beard.
She sure does. She sure does. She can grow them with the best of them. All right. Who wants to take up next?
Who else
I'll
can
go.
have a shot?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Claire, I play Vera, the elven cleric.
Yep. Who also with the other elf? I think we've only got 2 elves in the party. Also went with Longstrider for your racial trait, which I find amusing.
I've never played Broadsword or anything like it, I don't think.
That's okay. Quite all right. That's what I'm here for. I'll be teaching all the rules as we get along. If something comes up that you have a question about, just stop me and ask. I'd be happy to explain it as we go, because I can't. There's a lot of little things to remember, and I sometimes forget little details. So just bring it up whenever anything comes up. Oh, I'm really quiet in chat. I can probably tweak that a little bit.
Actually, I think he was saying that all of us are quiet and
Oh,
you
everyone but me. I see. Yeah. Cool. I'm not sure. Actually, there might be a way to.
You can individually change different people's volumes. I actually had to turn you way down.
Me? Okay. All right. So I, I made everybody else louder. So hopefully this should help. So that was Vera, and we got 2 more left.
Well, all right. I am Ben. I am playing Lorik, the boring human of the party. I am a human
Boo!
geomancer, so I mance the geos.
Meant the geos, and
Yes,
for
rocks and
in
stuff.
go ahead.
Oh, I think that's all I had to say. I have the least interesting name and the least interesting characters. We'll see how this turns
I
out.
mean, a geomancer, to put in layman's terms, is basically an earth mage. So you've got a bunch of earth flavored stuff, and you could do a whole lot with your spells. So don't sell yourself short.
Alex,
Dirt.
did you implement the changes?
For volume, I did.
Oh no, for the Geomancer's special cool dungeon stuff.
I did. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, if you are interested in what your character can do, if you have spells that you need to look up, if you go over to the Journal tab on the top left of your screen, you shall find a list of characters that you can see. Those in... actually, you know what, Ben? I'm going to ask that if I see you in chat, I don't know if you're watching Twitch. I suggest you don't, because that would be kind of unfair. Because you will see.
Got the video muted.
Okay, as long as you don't see the actual stream, you should be fine. Because watchers will be getting the behind-the-scenes footage, not what the players get. So, just
Gotcha.
a word of warning. Yeah.
Would you prefer I log out altogether?
You don't have to. Just as scouts, I'll take your scout's word. If you're saying you're not watching, I'll believe you.
It's a
But
darn
yeah,
good thing I was a scout.
there you go. Lucky guess. So as I was saying, if you go to the journal tab, you will see a bunch of characters there. Yours will be one of them. If you click on it, like if you have spells to access or anything, it will show up there. And again, I've gone to the effort of making sure everything is easily accessible. If you scroll down, you'll see all the stuff you start with, and you'll be getting more stuff soon. I'll let you guys go shopping in just a little second here, as well as your race, class, racial ability, all that stuff is all there. So if you need to look up anything really quick and you don't want to, interrupt, there you go. If you still want to ask, that's fine too. I really don't mind. I encourage you to just stop me whenever, because I tend to ramble sometimes, as I'm doing right now, obviously. So yeah, let's stop that. So we got that. Let's see here. Are there any questions so far before we move on?
I have a stupid quick question.
I love stupid quick questions.
Did you say we could move then act, or act then move?
Yes, to both. You can move then act, or you can act then move.
Is there somebody that can split, like as a special thing?
Not in the core game. There will be in the upcoming expansion. There are, I think, 2 monsters that can also do that. Which I don't know. Will you come up to? Will you encounter them? I don't know. We'll find out. Movement. Let's go over movement. Because this is a Roll20 specific technical thing, but it's important because I need to see what your character is doing square by square. So the two ways I like to, well, my preferred way is to use Roll20's waypoint system, which means that you, I'm going to take Euphemius' token here for a second. If you take a token and start to move it around, click and hold, and if you tap space, you'll see a little arrow that comes up. As you keep moving, it'll just automatically count the squares. If you want to change direction, you tap space again a number of times to wherever you want to go, and when you're done moving, you drop it, and everybody else will see that token make a little swift, slick movement. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. That is my preferred method because that tells me if you stop moving and I wasn't paying attention, I can just click on your token, tap space, and see where you've already been. The other method...
Sorry. What were the keyboard components of that again?
Just space. Once you've got your token on your mouse and you've clicked and held it, and you pretend to start moving it around, that's when you tap space. Some people have told me double tapping space works for them. I find that if you take your token and just move it around with your mouse and then tap space, it's sometimes quicker than just clicking and holding, because that pings on the screen, that makes a little bird. There you go. Farrah's got it.
Should I be seeing the new characters? I'm still seeing the characters from the last game I played in here. Should I
This is basically the game lobby. This is just so people get a handle on how everything works. Yeah, there are other characters at the bottom of the screen from previous games. And if you happen to be watching and spot your character, hello, welcome back. I'm sorry that your character may or may not have died last time. But yeah, this is just the
Oh, I see. I found my new character. I could only see my old character, is why I was asking. I had to zoom out to see my one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your screen resolution might not be, might have moved away or something like that. I don't know. So
I am just not getting this movement thing. I'm doing something wrong.
Okay. So
Run
Should
me
be
through it one more time.
mentioned that you won't see your own character doing it for some reason.
That's a good point. You will not see
You'll see everyone else.
Yeah, if someone else does that movement, the waypoint movement for their character, when a person takes their character and moves it with the waypoint system, they will, when they drop the token down, they will not see it move, but everybody else will.
Do you just hold space as you do it?
No, you don't. You tap it for every time you're gonna switch a corner. When you first... Okay, let me start over. I might be getting...
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Grab your token and just move your mouse around 12 pixels, just so that the token is not in the exact same space that it was. But don't drop the token yet. Pretend you're going to move it, and then tap space. And then once you start moving, preferably in an up-down fashion, if you're going to switch directions, you tap space again, and then when you drop it, it'll go whoop. There you go. You got it.
Got it. I got it.
Awesome. It looks like everybody's got it now. Is there anybody who's still having issues with it?
No, but I did notice that since you as a player can't see your own character, if you click on your character and then hit the space, it'll show you where you moved.
That's right. I did briefly bring that up a couple minutes ago, which is why I prefer this method, because in case I'm not paying attention to what your character is moving square by square, I could just click that character and see, oh, you just happen to move over a trap square, for instance, and I'll manually move your character back to where they would have been before they triggered that thing. So that's why I like this system better than moving one square at a time. Okay, with that, before we start this adventure, everybody gets to go shopping. And under the journal tab, if you scroll all the way down, you will find the armory, which is what you will want to bring up. Everybody gets 500 gold pieces. to buy whatever they want, so long as it is not restricted by your class's item restriction, keyword restrictions. For instance, casters I know cannot use cumbersome items, and hybrids cannot use complex items, so on and so forth. So this may take a little time. There's a lot of stuff to go over. Tons of weapons, some armor. You want to buy a toolkit, for example, or a hero's kit. Those with ammunition of a long range type may want to spend some of that on some extra quivers in case you run out due to a bad roll. Everybody also does start with 1 potion of healing and 1 potion of clarity, just for free. I'm just giving that on the house. If you want to purchase more, obviously that's...
Said how much gold? 500?
500.
Okay.
2.5 beers in.
You're making me buy stuff, Alex.
I am half of this in, and I'm not keeping up. I'm making you buy stuff. If you don't want to buy stuff, you don't have to. If you want to roll in with just your bow and nothing else, that's totally cool with me. That just makes it easier to kill you with. That's all. Not gonna lie.
Pardon me, I didn't hear how much gold we each.
500.
500.
Yep, that's quite a bit of chump change. Well, it's not really chump change. It's quite a bit of good thing. Oh, and you might have noticed there's a type column on some of these tables. Don't worry about that. That's from my end. Don't worry. Just ignore that. That does nothing for you guys. Yep.
Is there generally an expected spot where we're supposed to record these things?
Where you're supposed to what? I'm sorry?
Where we are supposed to record these gears and purchases here?
Yep, in your character sheet, under the journal tab, if you open whatever your character is, scroll down. On the top, along the top, there's the edit button. If you hit edit and scroll down under your bio and info, there will be a place to edit your inventory. And get used to that, because stuff will be dropping all the time. You will find items and such, and you may or may not want to pick it up, but that's how to do it. And if you guys are also free to pool your resources, if you want to, if you want to get somebody a suit of plate mail, and that's pretty freaking expensive, you are free to do that. I'm not going to control what you do or do not buy, just so long as it doesn't violate your class restrictions. That's all. And feel free to talk amongst yourselves if somebody's looking for something, and whatever. It's your guys' call now.
I'm sorry, I was talking about beer. Where do we go to buy stuff?
Aside from the liquor store, if you go over back to the journal tab and you scroll down, there's the armory here. That'll bring up a little window.
Got it.
Yep. That's got everything you need on there.
What did you say we started with for free as a bonus?
You get 1 potion of healing and 1 potion of clarity.
He's gonna be like our babysitter by the end of this.
There's a lot of good stuff to go.
Okay, this is gonna be the worst thing that I have to ask this again.
Awesome.
Potion of, I'm writing it down this
Healing?
time. Clarity and healing. Okay.
Yep, clarity and healing. The first 2 potions on the list at the
I
apothecary.
hate making you repeat that.
No,
'cause
that's
you
fine.
said it
No,
like
that's fine.
5 times.
I don't mind repeating as many times as it
Okay.
takes to
Awesome.
get the message across.
Yeah,
What are
alright.
things? What are different things that we spend mind points on?
So good question. This is fighter types don't have to usually worry about that. You don't usually spend mind points on anything. Caster and hybrid characters, that would be cleric, druid, and anybody that ends with an answer at the end of your class. When you cast a spell on your turn, after the spell is resolved, I will ask you if you want to keep the spell or not. Spells in this game are one-time use item or one-time use things. After you cast it once, you cannot use it again for the rest of the game, unless you decide to burn 2 mind points to keep that spell to cast it again at a later turn. That's what it is used for. Also, there are some spells where if you are affected by it, your mind points may come into effect as like the save mechanic for it, but we won't get into that till if it comes up. Does that make sense?
What is this type ABC?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing to worry about.
Until he tells you to worry.
Until you, yeah, I'm not going to tell you to worry about that. That the type column is for the GM to worry about. That's for stuff that comes up in the quest. Well, essentially, what it is, since we're on the subject of learning, during a game, I will have notes if you happen to come up to, like, say, a treasure chest. The notes will say, this chest contains type A 1d6, for example. Or it'll say armor type A 1d6, and I will look at the armor table, and I will look at the A column and roll 1d6, whatever the number comes up, that's the item that is the treasure. It's essentially a random loot generator is what it is.
I think I'm all done shopping.
Cool, what do you got?
Alright, I added a couple things. I added a staff, so I don't have to necessarily die to attack.
Okay.
Bracers. Bought myself another potion of clarity, and I bought a potion of recollection.
Good choice. Excellent choices.
I'm going with a longbow, an additional potion of healing, a potion of dexterity, a potion of cure, and 4 quivers of ammunition.
You don't trust your dice there, do you? I like it.
It's random, man. It's all random.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna rattle down the hallway.
And the reason I, in case anybody happens to be wondering, the reason I bring up the ammunition thing is because the way ammunition for bows and such in this game is unlimited until you roll 2 dark shields, and we will go over the dice in just a second. If you roll 2 dark shields in your attack, your ammunition goes away, and your weapon kind of breaks, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Did you go over like abilities at all? Like
Not yet. Actually, I don't remember that we had any abilities that would matter. Long strider is fine. Sturdy, that's fine. Find food. Okay, for the halfling, we can go over what the halfling does. That's fine. Long strider again. Yeah. It looks like the halfling's the only one with the active racial ability. Everybody else is pretty much passive, and I've already built it in with the macros and such. Was there a specific thing you were curious about?
I just didn't know if it was like D&D.
Oh, you got rage. Okay. So Melody Pummelfist has rage. So so rage in this case would be your special action that only you can do. And I believe it was Amber that was asking, right? Not.
I didn't just ask, but
Okay.
It was not me that just
Okay.
asked.
Well, regardless, this is the Berserker's class ability is Rage, and on your turn, as your action, instead of just attacking, you can choose to Rage. And when you do that, that will be your action. You can't also attack on that same turn. And when you rage, as you can see on my screen here, you lose 2 defend dice, which you start with 2 anyway, so that you'll go down to 0. But you will gain 2 attack dice, which you start with 3 and you'll go up to 5 until you can no longer see monsters. And we'll go over what seeing means. And because you're raging, and it's a classic barbarian thing to do, you lose a body point on the first round that you enter rage, and then if you happen to rage later on, you'll lose it again, and so on. But that is a special action that the Berserker could do instead of attacking or searching or anything like that. For the Halfling Philibert, that's also a special action. You say you want to search for food, I'll tell you okay, and then you make a roll. If you get 4, 5, or 6 on 1d6, then you find food. It's basically a 50% chance. Each piece of food that you find will heal 1 body point, so those will come in handy. And you don't have to worry about the after the quest bit because this is only a one shot, so it's probably not going to last that long anyway. Anybody else done with their shopping? Or have questions?
Yeah, I just finished mine.
Cool. What do you got?
I'm gonna buy 1 more potion of healing, an elixir of strength, an elixir of battle expertise, a helmet, and a buckler.
Helmet and a buckler. Cool. That sounds great. So the thing about bucklers is it will give you an extra defend die, but if somebody happens to attack you with bows, for instance, it's not going. The extra defend die will not protect against that.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just picked up.
In action anyway.
I just grabbed a helmet and a kite shield and an extra potion of healing. Got an extra 100 gold if somebody really needs something to push them over for what they need to buy.
Nice.
I have an odd request. If
Okay.
anybody would be willing to do this in Discord, in the list of users, if you right-click on your name, you can give yourself a nickname. Would you guys be up with changing your nicknames temporarily to those of your character? It would simply allow me to better identify who is talking at any one time.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
You said, I'm sorry, in Discord?
In Discord, on the right side, where all of the names of whoever's in the server, if you right-click on your own, you can change your nickname.
I did not even know that was a thing, so that's TIL.
And it's server specific, so it doesn't persist across any other channels that you're in.
Neat. Neato burrito. Looks like everybody's got it. Cool. So now, let's go over what it means for combat stuff. On your turn, you can make an attack, and there is, on the bottom of the screen, there's the combat dice macro button. When you click that, you will get a pop-up that will ask you how many dice to put in, and this is the number that you have on your character sheet. If you have a broadsword, that's going to be 3 attack dice. If you have a short sword, that'll be 2. Dagger is 1, etc., and so on and so forth. You input that number, and it will roll that many dice. I will go ahead and try this. And we see on the screen a sword and 2 white shields. So in an attack scenario, this would be 1 hit, which is the sword. The shields do nothing. And then if you were defending from an attack on the GM's turn, when I control the monsters, and you roll your combat dice, the sword does nothing. You as heroes are looking for white shields, and every point that you get, I'm sorry, I'm not saying that one correctly. If I, you know what, this is going to be the best to do actually as a little sample sample thing, right? Let me get a monster up in here. Let's say you got this little goblin right here, and he attacks. He does 1 point of damage to, who's here? Bumblebear. He's not actually here, but we'll say he's the one getting attacked, right? So the goblin did 1 point of damage, and then Bumblebear has to defend, and in order to do that, he would have to roll his defend dice and get a white shield. If he does not, he takes that 1 point of damage. If Bumblebear were to attack, then it would be reversed. Any swords would be a point of damage, and on my end, I would be looking for a dark shield, which is the little skull-looking one. And that is a if critical hits existed, that would be a critical hit right there. So that
Except
is
that was
dice.
a defend roll.
That was a defend roll you just made. Yes. Oh, do you have? Oh, it looks like everybody's got their. Everybody has their defend macros. Oh yeah. Okay. So that makes it even easier. I forgot I did this. So when you click on your token, if on the upper left you've got you should have attack and defend macro buttons. Just click that. That takes care of everything for you. That's much easier. Plus, it gives a little emote that says that it's your character doing it, so it's easy to identify as well. And that's combat. Are there any questions?
Yeah, I'm curious why. So, how do bows affect? Like, I have a single attack die. How does that work?
So, for your bow, you would roll your attack, and oops, did that work? Yeah, it worked. So in this case, I rolled a dark shield. That's a miss. Well, in this specific example, because the item degradation, which I'll get to in a second, is with one weapon, with one combat die. I'm sorry. I would ask you to re-roll one combat die to confirm that. So item degradation. In your attacks and defenses, if you happen to roll 2 dark shields on the same roll, whatever you were using on that turn, whether if you were defending, it would be your armor. If you were attacking, it would be your weapon. Goes down one combat die in effectiveness. So if you have a 2 combat die weapon, it'll go down to 1. Excuse me. If you have a 1 combat die weapon, it will break, and it will be no longer usable, and it goes out of your inventory unusable. You can't really do anything with it. Just it's a shard of wood. And if you're defending from an attack and you roll 2 dark shields, then if you are wearing any armor, your armor will start to get degraded, and it goes in a specific order, which I believe, I don't remember offhand. I think it was bracers, shield, and then body armor. But yeah, if you have any items like the bracers, for example, is a one defend die weapon. So if you get hit and you roll 2 defend dice, 2 dark shields in your defend dice, your bracers will break because they will be the first to go. If you're wearing bracers and chainmail armor, first the bracers will break, and then if it happens again, then the chainmail will break. But in the chainmail's case, it'll go from a 2 defend die down to 1. It might sound complicated, it's just harder to explain than it actually is in practice, so I hope that makes sense.
Quick question. You said to just use the attack and defend buttons off our player icons.
Yeah.
Is that taking into account our equipment?
So here's the thing about that. If you bought any equipment that changes your attack die or defend die values, you will have to go into your character sheet. Under your name, there's the second tab, attributes and abilities. You'll have to change the attack and defend box accordingly.
Got it. So is there a base defense, I'm assuming, was what was already there?
Base defense is always 2. If you buy any armor, that will add on to it. base attack is always 1. If you buy any weapons that change it, you don't add onto it, it switches. So if you have a 1 combat die dagger and you buy a sword, a short sword or a long sword, then you will not go up to 3 with the short sword, you'll go up to 2 because it's a 2 combat die weapon.
That makes sense.
Cool. Are there any more questions, or can we? Sounds like.
Oh, I gotta redo some gear real quick, but I'm good. I misunderstood the difference between a longbow and crossbow.
Oh, okay. The crossbow is the better of the 2. Okay. So if we are all ready, let's move on over to the game proper. The name of this quest is the Cult of Hollowdawn. This guy is not there. So you guys should all see a dark screen, mostly dark, with your characters on it, with just a little bit of light peeking out to some squares. Before we get started, let's go over vicinity. I believe, Ben, you had this question earlier about how vicinity is going to work. So Roll20 has this wonderful thing called dynamic lighting and fog of war. And characters in Broadsword have a vicinity of what they can see in a 5 square radius from where your token is. The furthest out here is Vera, and her vicinity lets everybody else see out 5 squares. Otherwise it would be down to 1 square fewer. Everybody's vicinities can overlap, so if you got 2 characters that are 10 squares away from each other, because they're both lit up, essentially, one can see into the other. So this is something for Ephemius to take note of. You can fire, like, what are you, 20 squares is your character's range on ranged weapons, I think. Something crazy like that.
I
because
don't know.
You're a ranger, right?
Double range of all bows.
Okay. A regular range of all bows is your maximum body points, and you are what, 5? No, you're 6.
6.
Okay, so you've got you as a ranger have 12 squares of your maximum range that you can shoot your bow. If anybody else has a ranged weapon, they would be double their maximum body point squares. I was talking about something else a second ago and I forgot what it was. Vicinity, thank you. So if 2 characters are, let's say, 10 squares away from each other, and in this case, let's say the ranger and any other character, the ranger can fire that far away because your class allows for that. And if you're not a ranger, then your maximum range is just pretty much to the end of your vicinity 5 squares from your token. And with that, who wants to, this is the part of the game where where you guys get to discuss among yourselves. Who wants to go first?
I need to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Sure.
I want to make sure I did my defense. I changed it. I want to make sure I did it right. I put it at 5.
Which character was that?
Vera.
So you
But
got
my
bracers.
character comes.
Yeah, your character did. Vera. So okay, let's see here. So you got.
And also, if I have a hammer, is my attack still 2?
Your attack is still 2, yeah.
Okay.
So you got a bracers, cleric, bracers, helmet, and kite shield. complex. Okay, so that would mean you get 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 is right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so okay, defend 5. Okay, cool. Yeah, so as long as you change the attribute box to whatever your updated new values are, then whenever you click on the macro, then that will automatically work.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So just to make sure I'm understanding this, is the cleric not a caster?
The cleric is a hybrid class. You are not a caster
explains it.
class, technically. That's what you fall under. What do I not have? Melody, Vera. Oops. Uh-oh. There we go.
Oh, and there's the class list, so I can look it up myself.
Okay. Hopefully, when I just added everybody to the turn order, the turn order list should have come up for everyone.
Yes, I see it.
I see it.
Cool. Excellent.
Yep.
Back.
Yay.
Well, I hope you brought enough beer for everyone.
Oops. Bad.
Oh shit.
Oh, I guess that works. Okay, so this is where you guys discuss among yourselves who wants to go first and in what order. I will always be last. That will never ever change. It's one of the actual few static rules of the game that doesn't have a exception to it. So, who wants to go?
Well, as the squishiest character out of the group, I think I'm pretty comfortable going last, if you guys are all right with that.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm assuming us tankier classes will be going first.
I can power in there. How many squares am I allowed to move?
You are allowed to move as many as the die tell you to. It's 1d6 plus 4, or you can hit your move macro button.
Okay. Let's see. I can go first.
Soloric is last. Does the list look good for everybody else? I'm not.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to select my token and then hit the move button.
Yep, there you go.
I can move 10 squares. Yeah, fucking.
So I guess we want to do Melody, Philibert, Farah, Phineas, Loric.
Works for me.
I like
Sounds
that
great.
order.
I think we can always change it when we choose as well, unless we're not in combat.
No, it's every single round, whether you're in combat or not. At the beginning of every round, you will go over this process again, unless you like how it is, and you keep it the same. It's really up to you guys. So if this is fine with everybody, then Melody is up first. You will want to hit your move to see how far you can. Oh, I'll let you use the 10 since that's pretty badass.
Okay, yeah, so where is the... Walk straight through this wall in front of me, or am I just not seeing something?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Where's the door?
You have not seen it yet, and
I see.
I will bring this up because of the, I guess, texture quality or visual quality of the maps. It's kind of hard to see where doors are in this game, so I've made it a little easier for you guys by marking with a red line in front of any space that has a door. So that's all it is, yeah. So far in your combined vicinities, you don't see any doors, so you'll have to move around a little bit until you do.
I think I got 10.
Yep. Is Moobot misbehaving in chat? What's going on there? By the way, hey, Puggles, not hey, hello.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
That looks like a doorway. That's 9 squares, I think.
That is 9 scores, yep. Sure is.
One in front of
Uh-oh.
me. That looks like a fucking goblin.
That is a goblin archer, yes. And for our viewing, no, sorry, that's a goblin skirmisher.
Yeah. All right.
Nope, goblin grunt. I misspoke. Sorry, I was thinking kobolds. Regardless,
All
it's a
right.
goblin.
You're
It's
killing
got a
me.
gun. Sorry.
All right. Hit him with my
It's a
broadsword.
goblin of some sort.
It's some sort, yeah.
I want to fuck up that goblin.
Go for it.
What do I gotta do? Hit the attack button?
Well, do you want to raise
Oh,
first
I
yet,
got it.
or not?
Nah, there's just one dude.
Cool. Then click on your token and hit the attack button. That is
Alright.
one dead goblin.
Right on.
This thing, even if it tried to defend, it could not because it doesn't have enough combat dice. Even if I got 2 dark shields, it's only got 1 body point, and it would have died anyway. So you've got one super crushed goblin in front of you, and that's kind of in the way, so I'll just go ahead and move that guy out. You've got a double door ahead of you, but that is the end of your turn. You've moved and acted. So next we've got Philibert.
Okay, I can move 8.
Yep. Oh, did I forget to go over the freaking story before we started?
Oh,
I
there's
did.
a story too.
There's a dungeon full of goblins, and we must kill them.
That's the story. There's a dungeon full of
Awesome.
goblins,
I like
and you
that
gotta go
story.
kill them.
This is my favorite story.
They may or may not be a cult. You don't know. By the way, if on your turn you make your movement and you find that there's nothing really for you to do, as a special action, you can use your action to make a second move. So you can double move on your turn, but not do anything else. So that is an option you should also keep in mind.
Good to know.
Philibert, if you wanted to move again, you are more than welcome to.
Is there any furniture I could search?
Not in this immediate area, no.
Then I guess I might as well move again.
Okay. And opening doors is not an action, but you do have to tell me when you want me to do that.
Okay.
Cult of Hippie Goblins.
Okay, that's 2 of my moves, and then
so
I guess I...
You got one more. The line is actually right in front of the door. The door is you got 1 square. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, now I will open the door.
Now you will open the door.
And get hit in the face with the trap.
Probably. So, you open the door. You can continue your move. So you only moved. No, sorry.
I've moved 3.
You moved 3. Yep. So you got 3 more to go.
I think I'm going to stop there. I don't want to get too far ahead of everybody else.
I forgot our audio. So you move in, and from kind of the edge of your hearing, you hear some stuff. And it doesn't sound very good. You hear gnashy, gnarly, I don't. How would you even describe that? It does not sound cool.
This is haunted as fuck.
Vera's up.
Interesting.
Alright, Vera?
Somewhere in there, a goblin musician is playing a horn.
No, the music was my bad. I forgot to do that right as we started. It didn't start like when you walked in. Don't get the wrong idea here. By the way, people in chat, tell me if the volume for the sound effects and the music is too loud or not loud enough. Should be okay, but just to check.
You can actually change it too on your local end if it is, so you don't have to change it
That's
yourself.
why I'm asking. Yeah. Oh, you can. Okay, cool. So Vera, you wanna move?
How do I turn down the sound effects?
It's under the gear icon in the Roll20 toolbar on the right. It's at the very top, master music volume level.
Yep.
Thank you. So how do you tell how far your movement is?
Well, if you click on your token, you've got Long Strider, so you click the Long Strider move macro button, and that will tell you how many squares you can move.
Okay.
You can move 7. That just happens to be the minimum amount that elves can move, which is cool for you. Normally it's 5. Oh, by the way,
We are superior, after all.
well, you are, sure, of course. If you want to move 5 or fewer squares, you do not have to roll for it, since that is literally, you cannot move less. You cannot roll the die less than that. So just say you're gonna make a basic move, or you're gonna move like 3 squares or whatever, and you can do it. You don't have to roll. If it's 6 or more, or if you're not an elf, of course, then that's when you roll. So you, Vera, moved 7 squares, and you've got a whole lot of nothing to do. If you want to double move, you can.
So I can move another 7, or
No,
just
you'll have to
5?
roll again. You'll have to click the macro again. Nice.
Ooh.
That'll get you somewhere.
Shouldn't worry about leaving the rest of the group behind. I forgot they're all Long Striders.
Alright, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Shit.
Right about here. I'm gonna move you back just so I can see it. Oops. As you're moving about, all higgledy-piggledy, you come over a part of loose floor, and it gives away. You fall.
Excuse me, sir, but an elf does not move. Higgledy.
I beg your pardon. And you fall into a pit trap, stopping your movement, ending your turn, and you take 1 point of body damage. Now this is first blood. Hooray, first blood.
Yay.
So the way to do that is when you click on your token, you got the little circles at the top. The red is your body points, the blue is your mind points. If you just click on that, the little thing pop-up will tell you how to do it. There you go. You're now at 4. You can see your bar has also gone down. That's your visual cue for other people. And that will end Vera's turn. And you now have Euphemius. What are you going to do, buddy?
I have to do the move first.
Yes. Nice one, Pugglesnot.
Okay. I guess, and I can do a second move.
You can double move, yep. Jeez. What is up with 7-10, 7-10? Alright, cool. So that one, I don't... It's okay for now since you haven't walked over any trap squares, but
Did it not do the space thing?
It did not, no.
Just a moment. Let me redo that.
Sure. I presume you
This
just
is
finished.
this is frustrating. Hold on.
It's fine if you
I
want
was
to do.
finding I had to double tap.
If you want to move 1 square at a time, that's fine too. Whatever's easier for you. Perfect. There you go. You've got 2 more squares you can move if you like. Otherwise, you can end your turn there. What do you want to do?
I think I'm just going to end my turn there
Awesome.
and be vigilant.
Lorik, play some catch up.
Well, all right. I guess so.
If you roll a 10 on your next move, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I can't really do anything about it. I will be amazed at the repetition. But you can move 7.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to take a second move then. Can I use versatile move a second time?
It's for every single of your moves. It's not an action. It's a passive thing you've got.
Excellent. Just making sure.
Sure. Fair question. And for those playing the home game, humans have a racial ability called Versatile, which gives them +1 to movement that is always active on every move. They also get their choice of either +1 body point or +1 mind point. Our cleric here decided to go with the mind point option, which I think is a pretty strong choice. I'm sorry, Geomancer. Yeah. I said cleric because in our last game that was a token the cleric used, so being a little confused here. Geomancer, thank you. Okay, that was your double move. I do not have any. Oh, you know what? I do, don't I? Not quite. Okay, I don't have anything to do right now. So what that means is I get to roll for a wandering monster on any turn that I get that there aren't any active monsters currently in battle that are not yet dead. Like this instance, for example, I get to roll to see if a random monster pops up and attacks somebody. And I will roll. Excellent. I get a monster. From out of the shadows behind you guys, a little goblin comes creeping out and attacks Melody. And it will do 1 point of damage, which Melody now you have to defend. And to defend, in order to defend, click on your token and hit the defend button. You got a white shield, which defends the 1 sword I got, so you do not take any damage. Take
Well
that.
defended.
And that is the end of my turn. Top the round. Do you guys want to stay in this order, or would you like to switch around?
No preference here.
I feel good about this order.
Okay, then Melody's up first. Nice. 2 hits on the goblin. I will try to defend that, which is possible, but not in this turn. I defend 1, I take 1. Goblin's only got 1 anyway, and it drops. And, oh, I forgot the loot drop, didn't I? I sure did. This goblin grunt drops a dagger. Since Melody, this was your turn to do it, and you drop the monster, you get first dibs on if you want to pick up that dagger or not. And you've got 8 body points, which means you can carry up to 8 things, including what you've already equipped. Since maximum body points is the number of items you can carry.
Yeah, any of you guys want a dagger? I kind of prefer my broadsword.
Looks like you're already up to 7, so... Oh no, sorry, potions don't count. So you've got 1, 2, 3 items in your carrying capacity taken up so far.
Can daggers be thrown?
Daggers can be thrown, but they are lost if you do. Do you want the dagger, Amber?
Yeah, sure, I'll pick it up.
Alright, make a note of it in your inventory. You can still move as well. Your turn's not done yet. You can still move.
Okay, let me add this dagger and then I will do some movement. dagger. And let's see, let's do a move. What did I get? 8 squares.
Yep.
Alright. Alright.
I'm gonna stop you right there for a second. You as well, following
my God.
following Vera's footsteps. You are walking down, and the floor gives away. Crunch. You will end your turn there. You take a body point of damage, and Philibert is up next.
Searching for traps is an action we can take, right?
That is correct.
What is the range that you can search?
It is your vicinity, 5 squares. Or the room, depending on the size and shape of the thing you're in. For your example, since you are in a longish room, your search would pretty much come up to about here-ish.
Right.
And behind you, but there's nothing behind you.
Yeah, why don't I search for traps?
Searching for traps. That is your action. You do not find any other traps despite your best efforts.
Sorry, guys.
That's fine. That's fine. You still gotta move. 7 squares.
Okay.
Cool. That as far as you can get. Vera, it is not any special action or anything to climb out of the pit. At the beginning of your turn, if you start in a pit, you're automatically considered to be out of it, so you can just move as if you were normal. So if you want to move or take an action first, you're good to go.
Guys, I see lots of bad things.
Yeah, this looks like more goblins in there.
I can't see anything.
Pretty sure I saw some goblins before I fell in this pit.
Oh yeah, you're the chirping and the gurgling, whatever sound you want to describe it, is pretty loud now. Philibert, you notice that none of them seem to have spotted you yet, however. They all seem to be facing away from you.
Lucky me.
Vera, you want to move?
What does this inspiring bravery, like, it says something about magic of the abyss.
So, let's see. All heroes in the same room or within your vicinity, which in this case is the entire party, will be immune to the next abyss spell you're targeted with. What that means is, if you happen to come across a monster that can cast spells, and they cast it on anybody afflicted with inspiring bravery, they will be immune to that first spell. It's essentially a one spell get out of jail card free. Get out of jail free card, sorry.
That's cool. How about... how many people would I hit with... well, I guess I'd hit everybody with Bless.
Within your vicinity, including yourself. Yes, everybody in your... yeah, the whole party. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool. Everybody is... oh, I have a spell effect for that.
Way to be prepared.
Yeah. So everybody make a note of this on your character sheets. Until the end of the quest, you may re-roll one future combat die or d6 anytime you roll a dice. Anytime you roll a die. attacking, defending, if you're saving from a spell effect, anytime you roll dice, you can re-roll for free one time. And if you do take that action, then the bless will go away. It's only one time use thing. So Vera, you casted bless. Everybody's got their cool little buff. Do you want to keep the spell?
What do you mean?
Well, because as I mentioned before, spells are one-time use things. So if you cast it, you cannot cast it again until the next quest. But since there is no next quest, it's a one-time use thing. If you want to cast bless on a future turn, you can burn 2 mind points and go down from 5 to 3. And then on a future turn, you can cast bless again. If you don't want to do that, and you figure it's just good for a one-time use thing, it's a long duration spell, then you say, you don't want to spend the mind points, and you mark it off as used on your sheet, so that you can't use it again.
Oh. Okay.
You got 6 spells to go through, and 5 mind point pool with a 2 point per recovery mechanic to work around. So do you want to keep bless or not?
I guess I'll keep my points, whatever that means.
Okay, so you don't want to recast bless later.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can mark it off as used, and you can still move. Yeah, you can still move.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
Yep, you see a door off to the right.
Yeah, I'm gonna move right there.
Okay. That was Vera. Euphemius.
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
You sure are.
Okay.
You've got a crossbow?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't change it.
You did,
Hold
yeah.
on. Anyway, that's 2 hit.
Yeah, let's just
Just a
start
moment.
with
Let me just roll it again and take the first one.
that.
So that's 3 hit.
That is, yeah, that's a critical hit. That's a critical hit. Yeah, kaput. Just, and he drops the short bow. You can pick that up if you want.
Why would I want to?
I'm just saying, if you want to, you can. What if your crossbow breaks?
Sure. I'll have a second short bow.
Okay, mark it on your sheet, and you can move if you like.
Unless somebody else wants a bow. Anybody want a bow?
Going once.
Guess not.
Going twice. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
so I don't
Actually,
think I can use
Dual wield
we
bows.
we don't have another quiver, so I guess no.
No, he's got plenty of quivers to spare, I'm sure. If he was willing to part with them.
If he were so willing
Sure.
to pass it off.
Sure.
Well, actually, I'm not even sure if I can use that. Aren't bows cumbersome?
Bows, I believe, are cumbersome. I can look that up real quick. Meanwhile,
Yes,
does
short
They
bow is
are.
cumbersome.
They are, so they'll do me no.
okay. Does Euphemius want to move?
What else can I do? Is that it? Just move?
That was attacking was your action, so all you can do is move or not. It's your call.
I'm just gonna stay where I am. I'm good.
Cool. Lorik.
Yes, sir.
People getting silly up in here.
Okay, so I will move first.
Sure will.
I can pass through a hero,
You
right?
can pass through other heroes. You cannot pass through monsters.
Just to clarify, are those pit traps sprung, or if we pass over them now, do we fall into them again?
If you pass over them now, you fall into them again. You are more than welcome to do exactly that.
All right, so I'm here. You know what? Let's get fancy. I think I'm gonna cast stones.
On.
All dumb goblins.
Not quite sure you can. Yeah, you can't. Oh, you can get this one.
You could also be closer than that if you wanted to.
Yeah, you kind of moved around Euphemius, and you kind of didn't have to.
Yeah, I really did.
That would give you a net 2 more move if you wanted to move. 2 more squares. Okay, you've got suddenly a whole lot more monsters in your range. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess. So stones lets me shoot 1d6 stones.
Yep. So you
I guess
should
I'll
see
roll
the
1d6.
you should see the roll 1d6 macro. And monsters you
Yay!
can see. Oh wow! Look at you go.
Maximum stones.
Fire more than one simple monster. One attack that body damage. They defend normally. Excellent.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's right, Vera.
let's see. Do I have to roll for the damage on those?
Yeah, well, first you have to declare who you're attacking. You got 6 stones to work with.
Okay.
You can hit 1 per monster. You can hit as many per monster as you like. You can split it up to 6.
Okay. Well, let's see. I will attack.
And it's 1
The
combat die
goblin
per
right here?
stone, by the way. So you've got 6 combat dice to work with. I'm sorry, say again? You want?
So I think I'll shoot 2 stones at each of these goblins,
2
starting clockwise.
Yep.
This dude,
And
this
one,
dude,
and this one. Okay.
and so 2 stones per. So
Okay.
let me just grab some combat dice, 2. And
Yeah.
I guess I'll make 3 of these.
You can, you can hit the combat dice macro and then 2. Okay, so 2 on the first one. Does not defend.
Huzzah.
2 on the first one. Does not defend. Drops a dagger.
What do they have to roll to
I
defend?
will take it.
Monsters have to roll Dark Shields, the one with the skull on it. The next one.
I will scoop up that
was a
dagger, by
miss.
the way.
I'm sorry, you're taking the dagger? Okay. If you want to leave loot to the end of your turn, that's fine too. I'm just going through it as you go through monsters. So yeah, 2 other misses. Still,
Well, I tried.
Yeah, no, I mean you still got rid of one of the goblins, and that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So you can pick up that dagger, mark it on your sheet. You moved. That was your action. So I am up.
Actually, can I spend 2 mind points to retain that
Thanks for
spell,
reminding
please?
me. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, if you want to keep it again, burn your 2 mind points, and you can cast that again later.
Will do.
Awesome. The goblins now know you're there. One of their compatriots just went and dropped down. So first, this one up here in this corner will turn around, and oh, there happens to be a halfling right there. Philibert, this one's on you. That's a miss. This one down here will turn around. Let me just make sure. Okay, so Goblin Grunts, these guys right here, the special thing about them is they can move through hero squares. They can move through your squares, whereas other monsters cannot. It's not of any use to me right now, but still something that they can do. He will just straight up move over here and attack Philibert as well. Since you are the juiciest, closest target, 1 point of damage you must defend against, sir. Oh yeah.
I think I'm good.
I think
Holy
you
shit!
did. Oh yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, you're good. Then the next one, turn around and move over here to Lorik for another one.
I don't want that.
You do not roll any any light shields. You take 1 point of damage. And then the more beefier looking goblin turns around and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll go over here to Philibert, and it's a big whiff. We'll miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. It looks like these guys down here are good as well. They will just come up here. Oops. Let's try that again. They will come up here as reinforcements. That is the end of my turn. Yep, I got no more monsters. Do you guys want to stay in the same order?
I'm fine with that.
Fine with that.
Feel
Excellent.
good where I am.
Melody is up then.
Alright. So if I rage on this turn, that just allows me more attack dice against an individual, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think that's helpful against these guys.
Yeah, they're pretty puny. The one with the shield might be not so puny, but it's still. I would not suggest raging again for that.
Yeah, I think that is entirely unnecessary. I'm just gonna move over here and hit that red guy with my broadsword.
Awesome. Broadsword.
And yeah, what do we
Oh,
got? Oh,
jeez.
heck yeah.
Awesome. So this guy's special ability. This is the Goblin Captain. He's got a little shield. He absorbs 1 point of that damage, and only has to try to defend for the other 2, which still he did not, and he goes down crying. And that is one dead Goblin Captain. He drops a buckler. Would you like a buckler?
I think I already have one.
You're free to carry a number of items up to your maximum body points. Potions do not count.
Yeah, I've already got a buckler. Anybody else can have
So so when you hit with your broadsword, you just nope, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. You totally just break his shield, cleft in twain, and then the sword keeps on going and just it's a bloody mess.
Alright.
Cool.
Does that mean nobody else can take that buck?
Well, not necessarily. If the character that made the kill doesn't want it, then anybody else on their turn can do it, as long as it remains in your line of sight, in your vicinity. And when it goes out of your vicinity, Magic board game rules, it just vanishes.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So if Melody's, I don't remember. Did you say you were taking it or not? The
I
buckler?
do not need a buckler.
Okay,
now.
so then Philibert has the choice to get the buckler since he's up next, and it is your turn. You are.
Okay, I don't really see a need to pick up the buckler.
That's fine.
I think I'm just gonna, since you said anything under 5, I can just move.
Correct.
Okay, I'm just gonna move over here to try to kill these people that are attacking my casters.
Sure thing.
And then I'm going to attack this guy.
Okay. They are not so hard to hit. Oh, only for 1. I might defend that. I do not, unfortunately. And would you like a dagger?
Sure, I'll pick it up.
Okay, mark it on your sheet. That was a move, that was an action. Vera. You want to go open that door?
I would like to. Can I check it for traps?
Well, doors cannot be checked for traps. If you're checking for traps, it's your vicinity or what if your room, if you're in a room smaller than that. This area was already previously checked for traps, so it's fine there. You can not take that action if you like, if you want to do something else.
Okay, I'm gonna. Open
I will
the
make
door.
one exception to this rule. If you open a door, before you go in, you can search for traps on the one square right beyond the door, regardless of if there are monsters beyond it that you can see or not. Normally, if there are monsters, you cannot make any searches since you're considered to be in combat. But that is the one exception. If you want to open the door and search the one square beyond it, there might be a trap there. There might not. That's the one exception. But yeah, you can make another action right now.
Is opening a door an action?
It
or?
is not. No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll do that.
You want to open the door?
Yeah.
Sure. You open the door. You see some more goblins. The one directly in front of you happens to be on a L-shaped bar, standing on top of it, with a bow in its hand. You can
Excellent.
continue your move. Oh, I don't think. Yeah, you moved one. If you want to move some more, you can. If you want to not, that's fine too. What would you like to do?
Well, he can probably shoot me anyway.
Oh yeah,
Right?
absolutely. And because, as a note to everybody else, climbing onto a piece of furniture like that bar, which you may or may not be able to see, means you can fire over the heads of other characters in front of you. Whereas normally you're on the same level and you cannot do that. You can only do whatever is directly in front of you.
So he can like shoot Lorik.
From there, probably not, because they only have. Oh, I don't have line of sight on that guy. They can only shoot up to 5 squares away. So if there were somebody standing directly in front of you in this square, then the goblin would have the option of shooting either one of you, since it essentially has a height advantage.
Well, I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I can reach him. Right?
Not unless you roll to move. I don't believe you rolled yet.
I didn't.
Yeah. Now you can reach him.
Alright, so if I go up here, then I can attack him, or...
Yes. Climb. If you're going to climb on top of there, it would be 1. So if you were here, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, you would have moved 4, 5, 6 to climb on top, and then you are right next to him. And you can bring the pounding.
Alright, how do I do that?
Click on your token, and on the top left, you should see attack and defend, and the other macros. Just hit attack. You do 1, and that thing will try to defend. It does not defend. I was confused for a second. It drops down and drops a short bow. Would you like to pick up short bow?
I don't know if I can use those.
You're a cleric. I don't remember offhand exactly if you can. But we can find out. Even if you can't, you can carry it for others as an option if that's something you want to do as well. Complex.
Yeah, I think I can. But
Yeah, short bow is cumbersome. That is something that you can use. You can use a short bow.
sure, I'll pick it up.
Okay. Let's go ahead and mark that on your character sheet. That was a move and an action. Euphemius. Sir Haughty Elf.
So I cannot shoot over people?
Not unless you've got some sort of height advantage. From where you're standing, actually, it doesn't look like you can get any of the goblins from here. The column is blocking your line of sight, and your heroes are standing in front of any others that may have been in your way.
Okay, I am
So you'll
going
have
to.
yeah, move to get better.
I'm going to move first.
Line.
Our bad.
Okay, you've got 3 from there that you can hit. Yeah. That one? Cool. It's an archer off. Oh, yeah, no, that's... you guys are rolling fantastic.
Booyah! I yell out as I murder the goblin.
Would you like a spare short bow?
A third one?
You're collecting them. Like
Sure,
other
why
people
not?
collect monster ears or something.
What? How does the gear limit? Do potions count towards that?
Potions are, you can carry unlimited potions.
What about quivers?
That is an item that will take up space, yes.
Okay, I'm at my limit.
Okay. If you, I'm sorry, does that mean your limit after you pick it up or not?
I cannot pick up
You
the
cannot
bow.
pick it up. Okay. So we now have 1 dagger, I believe, and 1 short bow on the ground.
I think it's a buckler, not a
Buckler,
dagger.
thank you for correcting me. Lorik.
Howdy. Real quick question.
Yes, sir.
Everybody starts with base 1 attack, right?
Yes.
Since I have a staff, does that go up to 2, or is that still a 1?
Nope,
Just
it
with
replaces 1. The special thing about the staff is that you can attack diagonally, whereas normally other weapons cannot. Most other weapons, anyway. There are no monsters that you can. Oh, there you go. Now you can attack diagonally. Nope. So I'm gonna ask you to roll
wait.
that again. So hopefully you will not get another dark shield. You do not. You do not confirm the breakage of your weapon, so you're good. That was your move. That was your attack. Your turn is up. I have a lot of things to play with now. Oh boy, what do I want to do? Well, let's start up here, Vera. First, the Goblin Captain will move over down. The Grunt will move over there. Indeed, try me indeed. So we're going to start with the Grunt up here. And it will try to do 1 point of damage on you, which you should be able to defend.
Okay, how do I do this?
Click on your token and hit the defend macro up at the top left.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, so
Oh, no.
some interesting things happen here.
What?
So, okay, first of all, you did defend from the attack since you rolled that white shield. The light shield, rather. However, because you rolled 2 of the bad shields in your case, some of your armors will start to get broken. You do not have any effects currently that make any of your items a magic weapon. Magic weapons in this game do not suffer the effects of a bad roll like that. And let's see what you've got on you. You've got bracers, helmet, and a kite shield. I believe the bracers are the first ones to go, but let me confirm that. I want to say that's correct. Yes, that is, the bracers are the first ones to go. So you can mark it, and since it's only a 1 defend die item, it is broken, you cannot do anything with it. Mark it off your sheet and change your defend attribute from, yeah, there you go, you already did it, 5 to 4. And that was 1, that was a grunt. Good job, Grunt. I'm pretty sure the bad guys are going to give that guy a promotion next quarter. Now time for the other goblin up in here. Another one for the captain. You'll have to defend again. Cool. You do defend this, and you do not take any further damage. Keep forgetting to do sound effects. That's all right. First, your bucklers will attack, and then you defend the second attack on your shield, so you're good to go. That's up there, down here. Ooh, what? Oh, here's an interesting thing that we're going to do. First, this goblin down here in front of Philibert is going to attack Philibert for 1. You defend that. This one will move over 2. The guy next to him will move over 1 and repeat that for 1. You defend that as well. And this third one over here, oops, will move over to the side and also attack you for 1. Ahaha.
Just call me Neo.
No, so you did not roll any light shields for this last attack, so you will take 1. Oh no, you did. I did not see that.
You did.
It was hiding between the 2 other shields. However, 2 dark shields, you know what that means. You have any armor on you? You have
I do.
a helmet and a kite shield. Looks like.
But I'm immune to dark shield damage.
You are a warrior, thank you for reminding me. That's the kind of stuff I need to be reminded about, because I can't keep track of absolutely everything. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. You're good.
Oh, that's epic.
Yeah, warriors have their special ability is that they don't have to worry about the dark shield bad roll thing. That is the end of my turn. I have no other monsters to work with. I assume we're using the same order for initiative, and if so, then Melody is up. And you've got a juicy goblin standing right in front of you.
Alright, I'm gonna hit that goblin with my
Sure
sword.
are. For 1. Finally, something defends. Excellent. It does not die for once. You can still move if you like.
Alright.
Indeed, juicy blood. You've got an elf cleric all by her lonesome in the other room there if you want to help out. Or there's
Yeah,
there's also seems to be an opening down here this way that you haven't yet explored. But there are some monsters in the way, so what would you like to do?
No, I can't quite get in to help the cleric, so I'm just gonna that'll be it.
Just 3 squares? Okay.
Yep.
Philibert, you had a barrage of goblins trying to poke you with their skewers. You want to retaliate?
Yes, I do. Yeah, we'll hit that guy.
Okay. For 2, it does not defend, and it goes kaput and drops a dagger. Would you like to pick that up?
Sure, I'll take that.
Mark it on your sheet.
Dagger. Why not?
Cool. Mark it on your sheet. You can still make a move if you like.
Well, let's roll and see what I get.
Can you choose to make the roll before you commit to the move?
Can you choose
Thank
to
you
make
for
the roll before
saying
you
what we were
commit
all
to the
thinking.
move?
I mean, I was assuming because you haven't made us move the full distance, So I would assume I could roll and then choose to not use any of it.
Yeah, like if you want to move 5 and then you decide you want to move a little more than that, yeah, you can roll after that and just subtract 5 from whatever the roll is. Sure, that's fine.
No, I think what we're asking is because I rolled to move, does that mean I have to move at
Oh
least
no,
one space?
no, not at all, not at all. You don't. You can roll to
Okay.
move and not move. That's fine. You're gonna stay where you are, Philibert?
No, I'm gonna move. This thing's fighting me.
Okay. And listen, if it's too difficult, just click on your token and use your arrow keys to move around. That's fine too.
No, I just for mine, I have to hit space twice, or
Okay.
it doesn't read, and I keep forgetting that.
That's fine.
And then I end up putting a diagonal move in.
Sure. Okay. So that was your move. That was your action. Vera.
Yeah, I figured out why mine's so weird is that every time I do it and it hits space, it pops open my character sheet, and I'm like, God, why are you doing that? It's really weird.
That's. Did you double click to on your character sheet to what do you call it? Minimize it. If you double click your character sheet, it minimizes it to the background, like translucently, that you can bring up easily.
I usually keep it hidden. Normally, you can shift click on yourself,
Yeah.
and it will bring up your character sheet.
Yeah.
But this is it's just a weird Firefox thing, I think. So
Could
I'm just
be. Okay. So Vera, what would you like to do?
Oh shit. I think I'm gonna attack the goblin north of me.
Okay. So here's an interesting thing. You are standing up above, up on the bar, and the goblin you're attacking is not. What that means is it will get 1 fewer defend die because of your height advantage. So
Okay.
basically, it's gonna die a lot quicker. Potentially. Nope. Maybe not. Would you like to move?
No, I will stay here.
Okie doke. Euphemius.
I'm gonna see how far I would move.
Sure.
Jesus, God damn it!
That is your minimum movement.
Can I hit this guy?
There is a column in the way. Now you can.
All right, I'm gonna go for it.
Yep. For 1. Yep, that one goes bye-bye as well, and probably drops. There it is, a dagger.
That's 4.
Would you like that dagger?
No, thank you.
Okay. Move in action, Lorik.
Alright, well, just try and bludgeon this goblin.
A whole stick of cheese. Wow. Not bad, not bad. Yep, you sure do.
Yeah.
Would you like a dagger?
You know, I think I'm carrying as much as I can carry.
Okay.
Because I am puny weakling. But I can move now.
You can move, absolutely. 10 squares. Very nice.
Yeah, not bad. Do I join the others? Yeah, I'm too squishy not to.
Okay. You sure you don't want to go around that corner?
I feel what you're doing, and I'm not going to fall for it.
Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, you don't have to tap space for every square, just when you change directions.
That's probably true.
It is. So that was your action, that was your move, that's the end of that turn. I'm up. Who do I have left? I got these 2 up here. Okay. Everyone there is gone. So this... Alright, so this guy is going to climb up here I'm trying to hit you for... Oh, wait a second. Nope, I take that back. Yeah, we're gonna go for the juicy cleric.
Well, I don't see any clerics here.
I keep... I'm so sorry. Our juicy geomancer. First, the grunt will go for 1. Which you will need to defend, which you handily do. And then the goblin captain down here is going to go for Filbert for also 1.
Ouch.
Indeed. You do defend the attack, but you will drop your
Warrior immune.
You're immune! Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so nothing happens. I believe those are the only ones I've got. Yep. Melody.
Yeah, alright, let me move in there. And squares, that's good.
Pretty good.
What, you don't want to go explore the mystery corner by yourself?
There we go.
Vera.
Am I able to pass through the goblin?
No, you cannot pass through monster squares. The
Okay,
farthest
and I
you'd be able to
can't
go is
stop.
right there. Yeah, that's
Okay,
as far as
and
you
I
can
can't attack him with my broadsword because we're not adjacent, right?
go. Correct. Yep.
We're at him.
If you were, for example, like standing, if there was a barrel there, for instance, you'd be able to stand on that, and then, well, if you had a weapon that could reach that far, theoretically you'd be able to, but not from where you are. So.
Okay, I'll just stand here and provide moral support.
Moral support for Philibert, who should try to get rid of this orc blocking the path. Oh, very nice. I'm sorry, did I say orc? I meant goblin. The goblin will, captain will absorb the first point of that and try to defend 1. It does not defend 1, and even with its shield, which I like this sound effect a whole lot, gets thunked and dies. And drops a buckler.
I will pass on the
You
buckler.
will pass on the buckler. Would you like to move, now that the way is now open? Okay. Alright,
Okay, that's my turn.
Yep. Vera. The
Oh,
bar is now clear.
Okay, I guess I'll move here and attack this goblin.
Sure. Oh yeah. That's a good one. Yep. It drops another dagger. Pretty popular with the goblin crowd. Would you like to pick it up?
I think I'm carrying, if I'm not mistaken, as much as I can.
5 items, probably. You've got room for 1 more now that your bracer's broke.
Oh, right. No, I'll leave it there because I won't. Hopefully, want to open these treasure chests.
Okay. So that was your move in action. Euphemius.
So remind me again how searching works.
Searching, as long as there are no active monsters, which is correct in this situation, you can search within your vicinity or room, depending on what I say, effectively. Since this is a longish room, your search would extend out to about here. Like, it would encompass this much. Is that right? 1, 2, 5. Okay, yeah, so about there.
Okay, I like to search for secret treasures.
You were searching our first treasure search. Okay, there are no special treasures here, which means you can pull a treasure card. You should all see the treasure deck in the bottom right of the screen. And it's more effective if you drag it and drop it onto the desktop so that I can.
Oh, this one sucks.
It does. Not for me though.
Oh.
Yeah. And by the way, these are just placeholder cards because I don't have the final cards finalized effectively. So this is just the as basic cards as it gets. Yeah, you like turn over a stone and you get a splinter or something like that. So yeah, that would end
Alright, I'm
your
done.
turn. Yep, that does end your turn, Lorik.
Well, I hit the wrong thing, but I'll take it anyhow.
Okay. And yes, to Vera's comment, that's not a treasure. The treasure deck has 40 cards in it. 20 of them are good cards that are like money and gems and gold and potions and stuff like that. And the other 20 are quote-unquote bad cards, which are like that hazard, for instance. Oh, you're going for the door? You got two treasure chests up in here. Cool.
There's 2 treasure chests, guys.
Oh, sorry, dog. My dog was peeing. I mean, that never happened. How about we take a look at them treasure chests?
So, in order to search treasure chests, you will have to move adjacent to the one you would like to search, and then declare that you're searching that one. So I presume you're searching this one.
I declare I'm searching
You
that one.
declare you're searching that treasure chest. Awesome. You
Definitively.
search for treasure. Unfortunately,
Don't
you did not find. You did not.
Don't you dare.
And boom. You did not notice that there happened to be the chest was trapped, and whatever may have been in there is no longer there. It is a scorched and empty chest. And that was removed. And
So,
action.
about that useless human again.
I do not have a turn, but for the sake of the rest of the evening, I'm not going to do the wandering monsters. So we'll just keep on moving. Racist. Melody. Oh, by the way, Lorik takes a point of damage and Vera takes a point of damage. That's by the
Oh,
way. that
thanks,
much.
asshole.
Not only do you try to steal her treasure, you hurt her in the process.
My bad.
Humans.
They're the worst.
It's learning through
The
errors, right?
worst.
Is Melody gonna search that treasure chest?
Do I have the ability to check it for traps?
You can search for traps. That is one of your actions. Yes.
If I search it for traps, am I still able to open it?
Nope. That is your turn. That is your action. You search it for traps, and if the rest of the party is nice and they'll let you get around to your next turn, then you can search for it. Otherwise, someone else would probably get to it first.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna open the chest.
Luckily for you, there is.
Rigged.
Nope. This one is not rigged. Cool. You find, wow. You find a set of bracers, a potion of regeneration, and leather armor.
I'll take the armor and the potion of regeneration. And yeah, that's somebody else can have the bracers.
Okay. I believe you moved into there, right? Yeah, you did. Okay. So that was your move in action. That's your turn. Filbert. You have, you can pick up the stuff in the chest if you like. Otherwise, you can do whatever you like.
I'm good. I don't need bracers.
Okay.
And I'll open the door.
And by the way, if Melody wants to don the leather armor, which can be used by all classes, that like, it would be an action to put it on
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah.
Okay, so I will put that on until I have an action then.
Sure. Does Philibert want to open the door?
Yes, please.
Excellent. You find a goblin standing right on the other side of the door. Oh yeah. Bring the pain. Yep, you sure are. I bet it's going to drop a dagger. What do you know? These guys are not putting up much of a fight, are they?
No, not really.
Unfortunately for you, that's about to change. Vera. Oh, did you move? Did you move first? I think you did. Yeah, you moved
Yeah,
first.
I moved
Okay,
first.
that's your turn. Vera. I believe everything from the other chest got picked up, correct?
There's still bracers.
Bracers, okay. I think Vera's at her max
Did
suppressant.
you lose some bracers, Vera?
I did. If no one wants them, I'll take them.
Sure, you can do that. If you want to put them on this turn, it's going to be your action, though.
Okay.
You want to put them on?
Yeah.
Okay, mark it on your sheet in your inventory and make sure your defend die box goes back up to 5 or whatever ridiculous number you've got. And you can still move if you like.
I'm not sure where to.
Where to what? Alright, you got it down. Yep, you're good.
Oh, so I can move in there.
Yeah, Philibert got rid of the goblin standing guard and has cleared the way.
There's some big guys in that room, though.
Nice. Max movement. Yeah, even though it is getting onto the table from this square is +1, you've got plenty to spare, so you can easily make that leap onto the table. Now you have height advantage again.
Okay, but I can't attack because I put my bracers on.
That's
so
correct.
I'm just
yeah,
there.
You already used your move. I'm sorry, you already used your action. So that was your turn. Euphemius.
Here we go.
2 rooms away.
Just a moment.
Well, just about.
I brought us down the rabbit hole.
7 squares.
I'm a lot like Pat, where I like to do everything and pick everything up.
Yeah, the hoarding fever or whatever it is he called it.
Yeah.
It's pretty common.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
common.
so hard for me to not pick everything up. I know I'm not going to be able to sell it later.
Yep.
That's the only thing.
That's right.
That's keeping
Yeah, something tells you you're not going to find a wandering merchant down here in the cult hideout. Diablo syndrome. That's right.
Yeah, wait.
I'm
what if
good.
What if the goblins kidnapped the wandering merchant?
You know, it could happen. Lorik.
Okay, here's a good question.
Yep.
If I'm not casting an attack spell, I can still cast a spell past heroes?
Depends what the spell is.
What if, theoretically, we said that spell happened to go by the name of... Open faster. If it happened to go by the name of Rockskin.
Okay. That would be anyone you can see, including yourself.
Okay.
So I don't know what's the question.
Well, I was going to cast it on Vera if I could. I mean, I'll have to move.
Yeah, you'll have to move to get within line of sight, which means you'll have to move in front of Philibert because he would be blocking line of sight.
Ah, that was my question.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be bad mojo for me.
I mean, I think it's a good call.
I got 2 hit points left.
I think it's a
Come
great
on,
call.
human. You can do it.
I think it's a
I think you're
fantastic-
trying to kill me.
That is my job. I am actively trying to kill you. That's right. What would you like to do, sir?
Well, first I'll do that.
Excellent.
Guess I'll just have to be brave or something. All right, we're gonna put Rockskin on Vera.
On Vera?
What this means, yes. What
Okay.
this means for her is that you get an extra defense die. This works until you take a body point of damage, and your armor is considered magical.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Are
Which
you sure
is-
you want to use that against me?
Well, you're in front of most of them, so this is what I do.
Sounds good.
It's a pretty good
All
spell
right,
to use.
and you know what? I will pay 2 more, and I will keep this spell
You
too.
would keep the spell. Good choice, sir. Alright, so Vera now has 6 defend ice, and it's a magic item. So you don't have to worry about Dark Shield rolls. Until you lose, was it 1 body point?
That is correct.
So first 1 body point of damage. So as long as you're not hit, Vera, you should be good to go. And with 6 magic defend dice, that's going to take a while. So that was Lorik's move in action. My turn. So, first thing, this goblin sees a geomancer over here. Moves
Immediate regret.
over for a pretty solid attack. Pretty solid deft attack. You defend 1, you take 1.
Well, I'm not looking so hot.
Then the archer sees Vera up there and will foolishly try to attack for 2. That's this little fancy fellow over here.
Oh, I need to defend,
You need
right?
to defend, yes. You've got 6 defend dice to work with. You defend handily. Handily. It's got a bow, so it's not going to do anything. You know what? It will climb up onto the table, though. So now that is on even ground with Vera and has height advantage for other rounds. So next we've got these beefy creatures called Lizardkin. And now things get interesting. Because these guys can cast spells. They can cast 1 random spell from their list of 6. And the first one, the one up on the north. There you go. That one will do. that's fine. It is going to cast a spell called Acid Rain. A corrosive black rain falls around you. All heroes in the same room or vicinity, which in this case is Lorik and Vera, must discard one weapon or armor. If no item is available, they suffer 1 body point of damage instead. So, oh, I forgot. I have this. So then so this rain literally just corrodes a piece of armor that you're wearing. And again, it goes, the order is bracers or, let me find that page. Lost it again. Come on. I should really mark this page better.
Assume it's arms, head, shield, body.
That's what I was looking for, yes, thank you. So,
That's the order they're listed in the armory, which seems to follow what you've said.
yeah, so if you've got bracers on, those go out first. If you've got a helmet on and no bracers, then you lose your helmet. If you've got a shield and bracers, you only lose the bracers. And so on and so forth. One piece of armor just melts, essentially. And then...
So
Yep.
I deleted my bracers and I took my defend down to 5.
No, you didn't actually take a body point of damage. If you weren't wearing any armor, then you would have, because then essentially the acid rain would just corrode your skin. But since you've got armor, you sacrifice that instead, and you don't take any body damage. You're still at 6 defend dice. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Shouldn't she be at 5 defend dice if she lost her piece of armor?
That is correct. Thank you for correcting the GM. I would not have caught that until much later, so sure. Vera is now at 5 defend dice, but still magic.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's
No, that's what my logic was too. So
Yeah. No, that's absolutely right. But the spell, the was it Rockskin, is still in effect because Vera has not yet taken any damage, so we're still good. She's just down 1 defend dice. And Lorik loses whatever. Oh, did you have anything?
Bracers.
Bracers? You lost bracers. Okay. Cool. And then I've still got the other. Why are these guys so low?
Quick question.
Sure.
Does she still lose that even though her armor counts as magic right now?
Yeah.
Because it was magic.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. The second lizardkin is going to... I'm sorry, I'm not better prepared. I have a lot of pages to go through all at once. Fever. It casts Fever. On Vera, no, that's fear. One hero loses 1 defend die every round. You can save on your next turn. You gotta roll 1 light shield with your new defend dice at the beginning of every fevered turn, and we'll go over what that means on your turn. Right now, what that means is you lose 1 more defend die. Incidentally enough, if you get to 0 defend dice, which I don't think you will anytime soon, then you start to take body damage instead thereafter. The spell is broken when the casting figure dies, and that is this one right here. So now you are under a fever, so let's give you a nice little token for that. What's a good fever one? That looks good. Now you're fevered. And that is the end of my turn. Melody.
Alright. I think, let me see. Those are 2 heroes here and here, right?
Yes.
Between.
2
So I
heroes,
could-
4 monsters.
Am I able to roll my movement dice before deciding if I want to use my action first or not?
Absolutely.
Okay. Alright, in that case, yeah, let me just worry about my armor after. Jump up here and hit this goblin in the face with my sword.
Sure.
Oh no.
Yeah. It'll probably, because you've got the height advantage, it only defends with 1, does not attack, only has 1 body point, still dies, drops a dagger, and I don't believe you've got anything on you that makes your broadsword magical. Which means it gets dinged. It goes from a 3 combat die weapon down to a 2 combat die weapon.
No.
So make that change on your sheet, and that will be your turn.
Thanks for whacking that goblin, though.
Philibert.
Yeah, that was a very hard goblin.
I mean, it was a good round. It was a good turn.
Yes, goblin must have been wearing some crazy kind of armor.
They just have very thick skulls.
Move within range. Hit it
Okay,
for
I
1.
punch that, or I stab that guy in the face.
Sure. It will take that hit and shrug it off.
I tried.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, now Vera is up. Now, you are down to 4 defend dice, if I remember correctly. And you are under the fever spell, so which means at the beginning of your turn you get to try to save it, which means you are going to roll. One light shield, the hero's new defense. So you roll 4 defend dice, and for this, on the bottom left corner is the combat dice macro. That's what you're going to want to press and hit 4, and you're looking for 1 light shield out of those 4. And if you fail that, well, we'll go over that one. What happens if you fail that? On the
Okay,
bottom,
I'm sorry.
yeah, on the bottom left of the screen, there's the combat dice macro button.
Okay, I see that.
You'll get a pop-up. Put in 4. You do not roll a light shield, which means you lose 1 more defend dice. You're now down to 3. And now you can take your turn.
Okay.
You can mark this way.
She took a body point of damage.
No, she took a defend die point of not. It's not even damage. She just loses 1 defend die.
Okay, I understand.
Yep, hasn't lost any body points yet. So the magic thing is still in effect.
I have so many things I can do.
Yep.
I could try healing people. Or attacking. Can we attack diagonally or no?
Not unless your weapon has the long or reach, one of those two. I always confuse the two keywords. If it's a staff or longsword or greatsword, I think, which I don't think you have any of at the moment.
No, I can throw my hammer.
You can throw your hammer, and you'll have a 50% chance of having it essentially be reclaimable, otherwise it gets lost. What would you like to do?
I don't know, I'm so torn.
Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith.
I like the hammer time suggestion.
But you don't want me to heal Lorik?
I don't want you
I
to
got-
heal Lorik, but your
I got
party
some
members
heals
might
on.
differ.
He's
All
just a
right.
human.
Fine. will throw my hammer.
Just the human. How very elvish of you.
I'll throw my hammer. I think the guy in the corner by Philibert is the one that casted me, right?
No, this the one at the top did.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I
Hold
want
on,
to hit him.
I take it back. It was the one at the bottom. The one at the top did the acid rain.
Okay. So how do I do this?
Remind me what it is you're wanting to do.
I'm gonna. Well, shoot.
You're
Maybe I
throwing
should
your
just-
hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna roll 2 combat dice.
Okay, so just hit attack.
Yep. Okay, so you hit for 1. First, I will resolve this, and then I'll resolve if you lose your hammer or not. First, it will not defend that. It will take 1 point of damage. It is still up. It did not actually die. Finally, something that doesn't die in one hit. Now, if you roll 1d6, get a 4, 5, or if you get a 4, 5, or 6, the hammer will magically return to your hand. You do not, which means you lose the hammer. So now take it out.
Yes.
Take it out of your inventory.
I'm the best at this game.
It's all right. I mean, in all fairness, this is the kind of gameplay I like, so you're fine.
Retarded moves. That's what you like.
The DM likes it when the players have no idea what they're doing to make his job easy for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it that way.
Yeah, you dress it up a little.
Well, sure. Vera, do you want to move?
Yeah, I should probably get out of people's way.
Okay.
Okay. I'll move right there.
That's fine. Euphemius.
So if I were to theoretically move 1 space to my right, could I... Nope, never mind, because she just moved in my way.
Yep.
Damn it!
I'm sorry.
I would have allowed that if Vera hadn't moved. But yeah, I see what you're going.
I'm sorry. I was trying to move out of the way.
What if I move here? There's a gear in the way. Hold on. Here. On top of this table.
On top of the table? And you're trying to go for the goblin, correct? Yeah,
Sure. Or the lizard.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna work because still Vera's on top of the table right next to the goblin, kind of still blocking you, and the lizardkin's right behind that, like further down. So I don't think I would allow that.
You're gonna have to come into the room.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You and your sneaky ranger ways.
I appreciate what you're trying to do though, and I like it, but it's just not gonna work. Okay, what would you like to hit? Sure. For 2. It'll defend 1 and take 1 and still stands. That is your turn. Lorik is up.
Gonna do the healer cardinal sin. And I'm gonna heal myself.
Excellent.
Alright, I'm gonna use mineral water. And that gives me 4 body and 2 mind. But not more than I started with.
Right. So you are now back up to full.
And I have accidentally X'd out of roll 20.
Oh no. Were you going to move?
You know what? Just leave me there and I'll adjust those values.
Okay, that's fine. But if you weren't going to move, then I'll go ahead and finish my turn. If not, then I'll move you, or come back, please.
I won't move,
Okay. My
but I
turn.
am back now.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
Taking 2 of those mind points to retain that. Sorry.
That's what that's what I was about to ask. Thank you. Okay. This goblin would like to move over down 1. No, it's not going to work. And instead hit Philibert. Now, because of the height advantage, Philibert rolls 1 fewer defend die. So if you want to just use the macro and discount the last one, you can. If you want to do the actual attack combat die macro, you can do that as well.
We'll just discount the last one.
Sure, but you're fine. The Lizardkin have no more spells to cast, so the one in front of Philibert will just attack. Oh my god, yeah. You take some hits there. You take some hits there. And this one will just come charging straight at Ephemius and only do 2. Ephemius must defend. Nathaniel?
Sorry about that. What was that?
Defend. You've got 2. Okay. You do not defend. You take 2 points of damage.
Something else.
Something else. And that is my turn.
Superior.
Melody.
Yeah. There's a nasty little goblin bugger in front of me, it
Right
looks
next
like.
to you, yep.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna
You
like
should flick it.
Bring the pain.
in half with my broadsword.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm gonna try to, but I'm gonna miss. And,
Yes.
like,
You miscalculate the goblin's height and just kind of swing right over its head.
You were just
Yeah.
trying to intimidate him.
I'm a little embarrassed, but I hope I scared him. So I like roar in
There
his
you go.
general direction.
Would you like a move?
I think I'm just gonna hang out up here. It's
Just
fine.
gonna hang it out here. It's a table party. Okay. Philibert.
I'll punch the lizard dude again.
Yep. Seems like a solid choice. For 1, it takes that point of damage and crumples into a heap.
Nice.
My screen doesn't go. Yes, it does. It only drops a dagger, unfortunately.
I will leave that dagger behind. I've already got a
Fine.
good collection.
They have other things that they drop that are better than that, but not that one. Okay. Would you like to move?
Sure.
Okie dokie. Vera. Very nice.
Well, here's the problem.
Okay.
I threw my hammer
Yes.
because I'm retarded.
Correct.
So I have a short bow, but it would be an action to equip it.
It would, unless if so. Here's the thing. If you want to equip it and shoot on the same turn, then you can't move. You would sacrifice your move to use as a special action to swap out to your bow. If you want to move first, then you can only equip the bow and move. You can't fire at in the same turn.
Okay, because I want to hit the guy, the lizard, right above me. So
Yep, you're
I'll
totally.
do that.
Yep, you're totally good with that. So now you've got a 2 combat dice short bow. No, 1 combat dice short bow.
So
Mhm.
my attack is 2.
Oh,
Is
I'm
that
sorry,
from?
it's 2. Yeah.
Well,
I
I
misspoke.
haven't changed it.
So yeah, just keep it
Is
the same. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, it is now a 1 combat die short bow. Or no, I'm sorry.
No.
Hold on. You said short bow? Yeah, no, it's a 1 com. Hold on. Let me look this up. Short bow is a 1 attack die weapon. So yeah, that would have been 1 dark shield, which I would have asked you to confirm. Which I'll take the second one as a confirmation, and the short bow breaks.
You're mean.
I'm not mean. It's the dice. Don't blame me. And
I'm just teasing you.
uh-huh. Everybody likes to poop on the GM when the dice don't go their way. So mark that off your sheet, and that is the end of your turn. Euphemius, bring the pain.
Oh,
Oh wait, you've got a crossbow. If you got a crossbow?
that I do.
Okay, so you're not worried about being right next to the Lizard King. You're fine. Oh, look at that.
Well, I'm just gonna move away.
Sure. Yes, you broke your short bow. Puggle's it's actually both. Because it's a short bow, it doesn't matter. I didn't bring that up. If it were a longbow or a crossbow, it would have gone down 1 and run out of ammo. But because it's a short bow, I didn't think to bring that up. Because it's broken anyway.
Oh,
Alright,
I
I'm
don't
done.
have ammo. I see.
Okay, Euphemius is done. Lorik.
Isn't my shit magical?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Thank you for reminding me. What do you know? Your short bow suddenly reconforms into your hand, and it's whole again. Ta-da! But it's still a one die weapon, so still not great, but better than nothing, I guess. 6 squares.
Someone please throw a dagger at me and kill me.
I strike a defensive pose.
I also forgot to do the spell effect, but oh well. I'm gonna drop that now. So you moved, and what's the roll for?
Well, I was attacking him, but instead I
With your
stand
staff.
there
Okay.
in an intimidating fashion.
Sure. You try to poke with your staff, but nothing really happens. Kind of moves it out of the way. No big deal. And this is the acid rain fellow. Thank you, Philbert. I was just coming to that same conclusion. The acid rain goes away. Oh, you're still at 3. Nope, it died, so you're not at 3 anymore. So now Vera is now back up to 5 combat dice? No, 4. You're up to 4. Because the this fellow over here died, so the spell effect of the fever went away. So you're no longer losing defend dice. It goes back up to whatever you had, so it's just 4.
Plus rock armor,
Plus
so 5.
for 5. Okay, so thank you. As you can see, there's a lot of tidbits to keep track of. It's going to attack Philibert for 2. Okay, you defend it, and you're a warrior, so you don't have to worry about that, which is good because you keep rolling those over and over again. It's not going to move. Oh, I've got an archer up here. The archer's going to go for Melody. Move back 1 and 1. Amber,
Oh,
defend
What?
please.
sorry.
Sure. Cool.
Doesn't
You do.
look good.
Nope. You take one point of body damage, and what are you wearing? You lose. Oh no. This was a ranged attack in which your buckler does not defend from, so it's only 3 defend dice, which still is nothing, but you still roll the 2, so you lose your buckler.
Okay.
So now you are down to 3 defend dice, except for ranged, which would be 2. And now
Okay.
that's the end of my turn. Now Melody's up. I'm sorry these guys aren't dying any faster.
Hold on. Let me fix
It's
my
my fault.
die.
But are you?
Maybe?
Yeah, that dude's still on the table.
Yep.
So, over there, and I'm gonna hit him critical direction this time, so as to perhaps still cleave him in half.
Very nice. Cool. You've cleft him in twain. I'm pretty sure he's going to drop a short bow. Well, yeah, there you go. He drops a short bow.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Okay, you don't want it. There's a short bow on the table. If Philibert or Vera or Ephemius or Lorik would want one. But Philibert's up.
But yeah, I'll take the short bow.
Okay. Do you want to take a smack at the Mr. Lizard?
Yeah, I'll just add it to my inventory.
Okay.
I take a smack at him.
Yeah, you do. That is not enough to defend from that. And drops a hammer.
Oh!
I will leave that on his corpse.
Okay.
You found your hammer.
If I'm not mistaken, the hammer is a rare drop, which would be great.
Um, So, since I haven't moved yet,
Yep.
what all can you substitute your move for? Because I know you've let some actions be substituted for the move.
If you want to swap a weapon you have in your inventory, I think.
But I can't, like, search for food.
No, you cannot. You can't take two actions. You can
Okay.
take like a special action if it qualifies and a regular action, but you can't take like 2 actual actions.
Well, that's why I was wondering if
Yeah.
my racial thing counted as a special
I
action.
mean, I think there might be like some magic artifact that'll allow you to do that, but that's
Okay.
not something you guys have at the
I'm
moment.
just going to end my turn.
Okay. Farah, I take it you take the hammer.
Yeah, because technically I can't use the short bow because I don't have a quiver, right? Is that how it works?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
The one that just dropped a little while ago.
Well, the one I've had, or
Yeah, the one.
Did it-
If it broke, then yeah, no, you can't. You can't use it. But if like you found one, they kind of they're considered to come with one with a quiver.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I apologize. I should have maybe mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, I'll take the hammer if no one wants it.
Sure. It's not an action to
All
pick it
yours.
up, but if you want to equip it, it would be.
Okay, yeah, I'll equip it.
Sure. If you want to move, you can.
I think I'll stay right here for now.
Okay. Ephemius.
Everybody's down?
Everybody is down.
I'm gonna search the room I'm in.
For treasure,
stuff.
traps, or secret doors.
Treasure.
You're searching the room for treasure. You do not find any treasure, so you get to pull a treasure card. When you mouse over it, one of the cards slides up a little bit. Drag that right onto the desktop, and I will enlarge and biggen it for everybody.
I'm trying and it's being real weird. It says jewels. It won't let me drag it. I don't know why.
That is odd. I don't know how to fix that. I guess just read the card.
Cache of jewels worth 25 coins. Record the money on your sheet. Do not return this card to the stack.
Okay. Actually, let me see if I can recall that. I cannot recall that because I don't know where it is.
I think I've got a JavaScript problem. I'm gonna reload Roll20.
Sure.
I I actually see the entire map right now too.
I'm sorry, what?
Way to cheat.
You shouldn't.
I don't know why. I just suddenly do. Okay, I reloaded and now I don't anymore.
Huh. Okay.
It's very strange.
That is odd, but I'm glad it's gone. So you searched. Would you like to move? Oh. Somebody just drew a hazard.
I drew again. It automatically drew when I reloaded. So now I also drew a hazard apparently.
Yeah, I'm not gonna count that.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, would you like to move?
Yeah, I'll move up here.
Okay. Lorik.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna move.
Okay.
And we're gonna open that door.
Sure thing.
It's a trap.
Does opening a
door
door
is
doesn't
not an
count
action.
as a move, correct?
Nope. You can
Okay.
still keep moving.
Well, I moved 3, so I got.
Yeah.
Boom. I knew it.
Yeah, so the right under your feet, a pit trap opened up. Take a body point of damage and end your turn. I'm not going to do anything. Melody.
Is it my turn now?
It's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna put on my body armor as my action.
Okay.
And,
That was
I'll
the
just
leather,
hang out
correct?
on the table for a minute. Yeah, the leather armor. That's
Okay.
1 defend die, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I'm doing.
You're not going to move?
Nah, there's nobody to attack and I can't really,
Okay.
trap.
Okay, that's fine. If you're not going to move, you can still like search for something if you want. If you don't have to.
No, I'm good.
Okay, Philibert.
I'm gonna search for food.
You
I
are
guess I'm
gonna
gonna search the table.
Yeah, so if you're in a room with furniture, essentially what you're doing is you're searching all the furniture in this area. If I remember
Okay,
correctly.
I thought I had to specify the piece of
Let
furniture.
me see what the actual wording is. If a room or your vicinity contains furniture, as a special action, you search the furniture for food once. Yeah, so you're searching the entire
That makes
area.
sense.
You're not searching each individual piece. So yeah, go ahead and roll your die. You do not find food.
Fail.
That was 4 plus. Yeah, 4 plus. Yeah, you do not find food. Would you like to move?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Vera.
So, if we move over the trap, we'll fall in and take a point of damage.
You can jump over the trap. You'll have to roll a combat. You'll have to roll a d6 and get a 4, 5, or 6. If you get 4, 5, or 6, you're considered to jump over that square.
I've been rolling terribly, like normal.
Yeah. If you fail that roll, then you will share the square with Lorik, and you'll be pit buddies.
Can I? It sucks because Lorik is. If I do Word of Healing, I won't hit Lorik, right?
You can from where you are. You've got line of sight.
Oh, okay. How about I do that and spend the thing, and everyone gets one body and mind point, I think?
Word of healing, right?
Yes.
All heroes in the same room or within your vicinity, including yourself, gain 1 body and mind point. Yep. Or one hero can do. So essentially, it's you have to choose if you want to heal one person for 3 of each, or if you want to heal everybody for 1.
I'd like to give everybody 1.
Okay. So everybody gains 1 body and mind point. Would you like to keep the spell?
Yes.
Alright, so then you burn 2 mind points. So you gain 1, you lose 2, so you're at a net -1. And would you like to move?
You're gonna make me try to jump over this trap.
I mean, you don't have to go that way.
Oh, but I do.
Okay.
So, I need to roll the 1d6? Is that right?
Well, first, yeah, if you're only gonna go 5 or whatever, what's 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, you can get in the room without having to roll. But you will have to roll for the pit trap. So it's just 1d6. 3 does not, unfortunately, make it. You fall also into the pit, and I'm not going to play the sound effect again. You fall into the pit, take a point of damage, and end your turn.
So I lose my special shit as well.
Now you do, yeah, because you finally took a point of body damage.
I'm sorry, whoever that was.
It was Rockskin. It was the Geomancer.
Yeah, it was me.
You're a lovely human.
I like the little narrative going on in chat right now, which is great. In the Roll20 chat, not the Twitch chat, which is great. Okay, Ephemius.
My character sort of vanished. I appear.
You fell in the pit.
I don't know how that happened.
Oh, I don't know where you were. You shouldn't have vanished. I don't. Where were you?
I think you accidentally grabbed both characters and dropped them in the pit.
I apologize. It could have happened. Yeah.
We can see how many heroes will fit in a pit.
Thankfully, physics doesn't really apply in this case. So, as many as you want to.
I am going to use this potion that I bought that allows me to leap over pits.
Excellent. That is not an action.
To go there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to open this treasure chest.
The one above you? Okay.
Indeed.
You will open that treasure chest. Excellent. Lucky for you, it's not trapped like the previous one was. And you find a dagger. A suit of plate armor. And a potion of recollection. That is...
Well,
You want me? Did you catch that?
I will take the potion. I have no use for either of the other things.
Okay. Well, there's a suit of plate and a dagger in the treasure chest up for grabs, Lorik. You can start your turn as normal above the pit, although you probably need to be actually. Let's put you to front. There you go.
I'm gonna move against my better judgment.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna search for traps.
Yeah, the square directly next to you seems unsafe to walk upon.
Everybody hear that?
Got it.
Yep.
And Melody is up. Lorik is going to have to write some fanfic about this adventure, featuring Gregory the rat. All right,
He is my friend.
Melody, what would you like to do? You there, Amber? Did we lose you? Come in, Amber. Okay, Philibert. While she gets
Oh
back.
god, sorry, I
Oh.
totally nodded off, my bad.
Oh.
What am I doing?
It's your turn,
okay,
whatever you'd like
I
to do.
searched those chests already.
They did. There is a suit of plate armor and a dagger waiting to be picked up.
They didn't take the plate armor.
Not yet.
Let's see. It doesn't look like I can quite get to the chest on that. There's people in the way.
Yeah. You can stand on one of the adjacent squares on the beds to get there, if you want it.
Okay. Can I... These guys to get in there? How do I get over that pit?
You would have to jump over the pit, which means you would have to roll a d6 and get a 4, 5, or 6.
Alright, let's try this then. What's it, slash R1d6?
There's a roll 1d6 macro button on the bottom of the screen.
I don't see it.
Do you have the you should have the macro bar up, don't you?
Macro bar?
Yeah, you would have had to turn them on.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna roll like
Sure.
a physical d6. Is
That's
that
fine.
legit?
No, totally fine.
And I got a 2, so I'm in the hole.
Okay, awesome. You're in the hole. Take a point of damage and end your turn.
Okay.
Philibert. 9 squares. Where are you going? You going in the room too?
Nope.
Wow, that's a crowded party we got in there. Awesome. Take the point of damage, and Vera.
Man,
Peanut butter.
I think I just want to get out of this like trapped room.
Sure.
I can just like long stride her out, right?
Yeah. Nice.
I think that's 10. I'm not sure.
Yep, that's the square I had. Yep, counted for 10, so you're fine. That's fine. Phemius. Oh, I presume Vera didn't want to take any other actions. Oh, you can double move since you didn't do anything else. Vera.
Oh,
Vera?
okay.
Yep. You went a little,
Sorry,
little too far
I'm
there.
sorry. I was doing 10. I meant to do. My bad.
Yeah, you would be back there.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Euphemius.
Has Lorik, have you opened that chest above you?
I have not yet.
Can I move up here
Sure.
and then open that chest?
You sure can. You and Lorik both take 2 points of damage. Oh, I forgot the special effect there.
I thought Lorik checked for traps.
Nope.
Is checking chests for traps separate from just checking for traps?
Yeah,
yes.
he did check for traps on his last turn.
Yes, that's right. He checked the room for traps, but did I not mention that checking chests was separate?
No.
Okay, I will take that back. You guys are fine. That's on me. Yeah, that's fine. We'll say this: the you had found the chest. We'll just say the chest is not trapped. How about that? So you're checking for treasure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay.
There is a creamy center to you.
Nom nom nom.
You find
I'm
a
sorry, I'm eating
spear.
toast.
So you find a spear. You find a potion of. Yeah, it's not going to work for you. It's nothing to use that for. I'll re-roll that one. You find an elixir of dexterity. What was the first thing I said? A spear and a. What's that? Okay. Potion of regeneration.
Can I take any number of those?
You can take any or all of them as long as you've got room in your inventory.
I'll take the potions.
Yep, those don't take any space at all.
Or actually, does anybody need a potion of regeneration? I'm mostly good.
I mean, I guess I could use it to regenerate my health.
So, Alex, would that be best if I left it there, or can I just sort of hand it to somebody as I
if it's
go
on
past
your
them?
if it's on your turn, as long as you got the other person in your line of sight, you pick it up, toss it over, free action.
Okay. Who has the lowest health within my line of sight? Probably somebody in that pit.
Probably somebody in the pit.
I'm gonna toss this potion freeform into that pit,
Into the
and one
pit.
of you can catch it.
I've got 4 health.
You can catch it. I got 6.
Okay.
Okay, and again, potions can be drunk at any time, even when it's not your turn. So if one of you want to down that right now, that's fine too. That was a move and action. Lorik.
If I take
Okay.
potion now, do I get the first tick of healing now, or is it on my turn?
That was the regeneration, right? On your turn.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
So the hard part's getting out of this room for me. All right. So you know what? Here we go. I have a solution.
Okay. You know.
I'm going to pass through
Yes.
rock.
I was hoping you were going to say that. Awesome.
All right. So I'm just checking it real quick.
Yep.
Many as my movement allows. So I rolled a low number. I can move 8.
Yep. Since the game
does not. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
not
since it won't let
through
me.
a wall.
Right. Where would you like to go?
Hold on. Sorry. Okay, I'll just count it out manually.
Sure. You just going straight down?
Yeah.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3 gets you on the other side of the wall. You got 5 left.
I could go 2 into the black space. I don't know if that's ill-advised or not. You know what? I won't do it. Just end me up next to the wall.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep, got it. Okay. Melody.
Yeah. Is there anything left in those chests?
I don't think anybody picked up that plate armor.
Alright, is that
Yeah,
in the
plate armor,
first-
spear.
And a spear, that's right.
Okay, is the plate armor in the... Right.
And by the way, Amber, if you were wanting to just pass out, essentially, we got cats waiting in the shadows as a backup.
Oh, fuck, man, yeah. Can I, like, throw cats on here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't
I
throw cats.
Don't throw
You can
cats.
pat cats. You can feed
What?
cats.
No, you throw cats at a problem. Anytime you got a problem, you just...
Wow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so cats, my character's a berserker dwarf. I would recommend getting that plate armor and putting it on so you can go into a rage when you get
He's
to the
got
next
his own
level.
character, unfortunately.
Oh,
And I'm just gonna
Yeah.
start him right outside the room there.
okay, never mind then. Alright, I'm just gonna nod off then.
Sure. Thanks for playing.
Good night.
Or you're not.
Night mattress.
Well, nice playing.
Now I have to find your token. There we go. Okay.
Now, remember, I know next to nothing. When you were going through the rules and regulations, I was only paying half attention. And since
Alright.
then, I haven't been in front of the PC, so I know almost nothing.
Okay, cool. Awesome. That's a great place to start.
Well, knowing nothing.
So, well, let me get you on the roster here.
I know how to move my icon. I put some stuff in my inventory with the 500 gold you delegated,
Okay.
and I think I know how to roll dice, maybe, sort of.
Yeah, you kind of have to do roll dice to play the game. But we'll have you take up Melody's spot, if that's fine. So okay, so why don't we just do this? We'll put you right there. There was a plate armor and a spear in this chest over here, which, just for expediency's sake, if you want to pick up, you can. 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can pick up 2 more items, which would, if you picked up both of those, that would be, you would be at your inventory limit.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, if you want to, do you know how to edit your character?
I did. Hang on. Journal. Bumblebee. Edit. Okay, I'll take. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, what was it? Plate and what?
And a spear.
Oh. Damn. What did I do then? I didn't mean to do that. Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
I think I just left the game or something.
Oh, you did. Yes, I don't see you. I see you dropped out there.
Oops.
There we go.
Okay, now let's try that again. Journal. Okie dokie.
Okay, so you've got those items in your inventory. You can now move, and in order to move, when you click on your token on the top left of the screen, there's a move button that will take care of that for you.
There's a move button.
Yep, top left of the screen. You gotta click your token first. You see it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Where were we heading? We sort of looked like we were spread out a bit.
Everybody kind of came and fell into the pit that's one square above you.
It's okay, we made a friend.
Join us.
So the room above me to the north is a pit?
Yeah, where Philibert's sitting.
This square is a pit, and this square was found to be a pit, even though that one's not triggered yet. Essentially, the rest of the room is cleared out, so you don't have to bother going in there. You can just move right back out. There's a door over here.
Oh, and I see all the goblins are dead.
Yeah, all the goblins are dead. Their bosses, the magic casting lizardkin, are dead too. In this room with the table, it has been searched for treasure, but you can still do other searches. You can search for traps, you can search for secret doors.
Oh, I don't
Or
think
you
we're
can move
all
out
that
and-
good at searching for things, are they?
I mean, he could also still use one of his actions to like put on the armor.
That's also an option.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Plate armor would be quite nice.
As a cleric, and fortunately, you also took the sturdy racial ability, so you don't have to worry about your movement penalty from that armor. So you're good. If you
Yeah,
want.
indeed. You know what? I'll whack that on.
Okay, that will be your action. Okay, Philibert.
Okay. I fail at finding food. I am a horrible halfling.
Well, your first try was not so great, but you can soldier on and try again later.
We've been eating
Okay.
goblins again.
Nine. Okay.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Farah. Where's Vera?
I'm
Oh, there
in
you are.
this big
Yep.
room. Has this room been searched for treasure or?
The top half has been searched for everything but doors, and the bottom half has not. And just to move things along, don't search for anything at the top half.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking I could move towards the bottom and
That's a good
search
idea.
for like treasure maybe or something.
You could try that.
It's a trap.
You know, everything is a trap in this
Yeah,
game.
everything's a trap.
It's funny because I didn't trap this very heavily either.
I just believe that statement.
So when I search for treasure, how far does that span?
Depending on the room you're in, or or up to 5 square radius from where you are, and it's basically my call.
Oh, okay. So I could stay at this, like, the side, but move a little bit down and get to the other side?
I don't follow.
Like, you know how I'm all the way at the right side?
Yeah.
I could search and it possibly
Oh yeah.
hit all... Okay.
Yeah, it'll get the other side of the room. That's 5. You're good. Yeah, like if you were in that square where you originated the arrow, I would just say it extends out to the edge of the edge corner. Yeah.
I'm not sure how it works diagonally, though.
For what?
Well, he's basically just saying he'll take if you move down at least 4 squares, he'll basically let you search the bottom half of this big room.
Basically, yep. That's exactly right.
How about there?
That works fine. And in the bottom of the room, you see a gigantic 10, maybe 12, 15 foot tall statue of a giant, hairy-looking beast. What are you searching for? Treasure, secret doors, or traps?
Treasure?
Searching for treasure. Yeah.
Touch it.
You actually do touch the statue, and you find that one of the fingers was a button. You press the little button, and a little pouch pops out with 35 gold coins in there.
Yay!
That was your move and action, Euphemius.
So remind me again how transferring potions work.
If it's your turn and you have the other person in your line of sight, you can just say you're tossing it over, and that happens.
What does a potion of recollection do?
You remember the last spell you just cast. It's essentially, you may keep the spell at no cost as if having spent 2 mind points. So,
All right,
the
I
spell
got a plan.
slingers in the party would find that effective.
Oh yeah, I got a plan.
I think
All
I see
right.
where this is going. You will have to jump that trap though.
1, 2, potion of dexterity, motherfucker. 3.
How many of
And
those
he
did you
lands
get?
right on top of him.
All right, Lorik, I'm gonna throw you a potion of recollection.
I approve.
Keep on moving. Very
I'm
nice.
gonna come over here. Filbert.
Oh,
Oh, where'd I go? Oh, I'm down here now. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, never mind.
oh wait, did I? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's where you were. Okay.
Filbert, I'm giving you.
You cut out there, buddy.
Where'd my shit-
Yeah, I did not catch that.
Where'd my shit go? Hold on. My icon got moved.
You're right here.
Alright, there you go. Filbert, I'm giving you a potion of cure, a potion of healing. And now I gotta go to bed, guys.
Okay.
Sharing the wealth. I gotta roll out.
That's
This has
fine.
been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this actually ran later than I was expecting by about half an hour, which is fine. But yeah, that's you've gotten this far.
Well, when you play and learn, you know.
Yeah, it definitely gets
Slows
faster
everything
once you
down.
know what you're doing and can like plan a turn ahead or things like that. For beginners, not bad. I would say you guys got pretty far for what this was, so that was great. I think this is a good place to call it. And
I didn't even get to hit anything.
oh, you know what? You know what?
Can I
Hold
at
on,
least
hold
hit
on,
that
hold
dead
on,
goblin
hold on,
just down
hold on,
there?
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Here, for real.
Ah!
There. Hit
What's
it.
that, a lizard?
That's a. I don't think
All
you
right,
saw
good
my
night,
God.
guys.
Ah,
Alright, bye
how do I
buddy.
hit it?
So when you click on your token on the top left corner, you'll see attack. Just hit attack.
Top left.
Top left
Yeah.
corner of the screen.
The whole screen.
The whole screen.
What? I'm
Click-
sorry, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Click on your token.
Yeah.
On the top left of the screen, you should see attack, defend, and move. You see it?
He may not have turned on his macro bar.
I got it. No, I had
No, these are-
an overlay on it. Never mind.
these
Okay,
are-
I got it.
Yeah, these are token buttons, so it doesn't matter for the macro bar.
Oh, okay.
Cool. That is one.
Okay.
This guy will try to defend that. It does defend it.
Oh,
Try again.
attack.
Oh, nice.
Whack.
It'll try to. It'll take 1 point of damage and it's still standing. Try again.
Oh, whack.
You missed. Try again.
Oh my god, I'm useless. Whack.
There you go. There you go. That will probably not. Oh my god, it does defend that. Sweet Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder I'm a cleric. I can't hit my shit.
One more time. This has got to do it.
Whack.
Nope, that's a miss.
Oh my god. Somebody come and help me.
Alright, one.
Once
Not much
again,
of a
whack.
help.
Nope, still misses. Not misses, but it
Oh, I
blocks.
give up. Sorry, mate. Just leave it there and I'll walk.
There we go.
Okay, that'll work. That there's like a 0.0. Yeah, there we go. That's it. The blocks 2, but only had 1 anyway, and then it dies.
Excellent.
It went kaput.
I'm really good at using my broadsword from another room.
It's like a boomerang broadsword. You throw it and it comes back, right?
There you go.
And just to make sure, now that I'm in another room, can I find food?
No.
What's this with you and food?
So his character is a halfling, and halflings have a special ability where
Oh,
as an
yeah,
action,
yeah.
they can find food.
Is it 11's or seconds breakfast?
Apparently, it's just starvation
It's
for me.
starvation at this point. All right, I am going to stop it here. Thank you everybody for playing. If you're still around, this was a ton of fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And thank you all for everybody in chat, Twitch chat. If you were following along, if you're still up this late, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This has been great. There will definitely be more games in the future. I just don't know when.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'd like to hit something then as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll get more chances later, for sure. Cool. I will maybe see you guys when I see you guys. Cool. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for
Yeah,
the game.
thanks for inviting us
Gotcha.
out.
Sure.